Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
What is up, party people? Happy Frozen Monday. It is colder than a witch's teat on Mount Everest. If she was topless. My assumption is that'd be cold. See, does they leave you there to die? Did you see that guy last week who did that apparently with his wife? Didn't take her up to Everest, but took her up to another mountain, and then he left her there to die.
So I saw the headline on that.
Yeah, it's probably not a good thing.
Trouble in Paradise?
I think you guys need counseling. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Like, if I get it. If you have to save yourself, that's what he's going with. Like, I had to save myself. It's like, dude, it's an 8,000 foot. You're fine. You're fine. Goodness me. We're back together again, boys.
Brother Beltanica is back.
In the house.
And he seems happy about it.
He does. As happy as he gets.
Can I go home?
You cannot go home. You're here for the whole day. It's the way it works. We say he's happy. He's not happy.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be here.
No.
I don't blame him. It's Monday, and he just had a week and a half off.
Yeah, that is tough.
I slept like 11 hours yesterday.
When does it hit you? I always think about the vacation, and I think, when does that day that you're, oh, man, this time next week I'll be back at work? Like, when does that hit you?
Well, dude, I can't stand having my routine ever. I don't mess my routine up, ever. It drives me crazy.
Yeah.
I go off the deep end. I got up on Monday, and I was having anxiety attacks because I wasn't going into work. I was like, what am I supposed to do? Then by the time I get around Thursday, I'm like, okay, everything's fine. And then I realized I got to go back to work on Monday. I started having anxiety attacks about that. It's like, I got to have my routine.
Yeah, I get it. I like the routine, too. I know that because the first couple of days I'm on a vacation, I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do? What do regular people do when they're on vacation? But usually when people go on vacation, they're going somewhere. So your time is sucked up by the fact that you got to go to the airport, you got to fight with stuff, or you're in the car, which is, no thanks. But yeah, I always think about, what's that day for you? Is it Thursday where you're like, oh, man. Because really when it gets to Saturday, it's like, okay, vacation's over because you're just at a weekend now.
Yeah.
So what's that day that kicks you right in the grundle where you're like, oh, dude, I got to go back? I mean, I enjoy my job, but, man, there's a lot of people out there who do not enjoy their jobs.
Yeah, now when I was leaving your place on Thanksgiving night, you were like, I'll call you next week. We'll go to dinner. And all week long, I'm like, I get to hook up with Chad, go to dinner.
No.
Then he never calls.
Did you have those steaks I gave you?
No, they're in the freezer. Not yet.
I gave him some steaks. Because,
Right.
he's like, I want steak for Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving sucks and turkey sucks and America sucks.
Steak and tequila, baby.
That's right. Did you drink that tequila?
Whole bottle.
My
Yes,
wife
sir.
goes, she keeps trying to give it to Belle, dark tequila. She's like, take it. He's like, what am I going to do? He's like, nobody here drinks tequila. We bought it for you. And I looked at her
I
and
think
I said,
I murdered that bottle in about 3.5 days.
did you? That's good. That's good. You know what? You needed it. It's good to have a vacation.
Poor limes.
No, there's no limes. He just drank it straight from the bottle. He didn't care.
This is actually true.
He's like, I don't care about any of you guys. I hate you guys. Were you like that? You weren't here for the raccoon story.
No.
The raccoon that got into a liquor store and drank 16 bottles of stuff that he'd knocked all over the floor or whatever, and they found it just splayed and flat out. Just like, I don't care about anybody. It was fantastic.
In true human form, Brother Bilal, he was passed out next to the toilet, face down.
So he just busted open a bunch of bottles, lapped it all up.
Yeah.
And just pass out.
Passed right out.
And everything was ruined because he fell through the ceiling, which destroyed all of the electronics. So they couldn't even film it. They just found it. They took pictures of 4 feet just flayed straight out.
Was he dead from alcohol poisoning?
No, he's fine. They took him a couple days to get better, and then they let him go. He's in rehab.
Needs to be, it sounds like.
He's in rehab.
I'll go with him.
I hope it's into the rehab. They said Robert Downey Jr. and all of them, too. He's at Betty Ford.
He's at Bellevue.
What's that costing you? $300,000 a week? Oh, my Lord.
George Costanza has to pay for it.
Oh, God, that was so.
That and that little squirrel.
That squirrel, that poor damn squirrel. What are you
that
doing, squirrel?
episode of MASH where Father Mulcahy teaches or gets the dog so drunk that the dog won't drink anymore.
That's it. This guy's like, I'm never going to do this again, Your Honor. I swear I will never do this again. And they did a great bit on, it went off the rails on Saturday Night Live. With that
Alan
lady.
Yost.
Yeah. And Jost, and it was hilarious because it went sideways. It's all splayed out on the thing. It was fantastic.
Well, and she starts eating his script, and he said, "I thought raccoons only eat trash." And she just looks at the camera while she's eating.
It was a good script. They were having fun, by the way. I know a lot of people hate SNL out there.
Every now and then they have glimpses of the old times.
Yeah, they pick on everybody. Although I will say that his peak Hegseth is pretty good.
I haven't seen that.
He did a funny Hegseth. He did a pretty funny Hegseth.
And he normally doesn't do anything but write and then do the weekend edition, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Normally he doesn't do,
he doesn't do skits.
No, he doesn't. He writes and he does the weekend edition and that's it. But the Hegseth, because there's that look, he's got that look, kind of like Pete. And so they roll him out for that. It's pretty funny. Pretty damn funny. I watched some college football this weekend, too. So are you happy, Ken, playing Alabama?
Yeah. I'm fine.
At least you're not Notre Dame, right?
Yeah, not Notre Dame. Or who else got left out? That's upset about it. Yeah, there's several schools. They're just not even playing their bowl games.
You know what? That's the fear, right? Because Notre Dame travels well. I mean, if they're playing, like here we've got, UT versus Illinois at the what bowl is it here?
Music City Bowl.
Music City Bowl. I know there's so many bowls, but Vandy's playing
sponsored by somebody. I can't remember.
And Vandy's playing the ReliaQuest Bowl. But Notre Dame's one of those things when you go to the airport like 2 or 3 days after Christmas, if they're playing at or around you're going to see so many people they're there wearing Notre Dame stuff. Like that's Wisconsin. It's crazy. And the fact that they said, we're not going to play in anything. That's crazy. You're going to get a lot of that now.
Yeah.
You already got players who don't want to play.
There's still a lot they've got to fix with this thing, man.
Yeah.
It's just
Duke really screwed everything up.
Duke.
Because Duke went and won. Now they're 8-5. Like, we deserve to be in. Like, everybody, shut up.
At 8-4, they win the ACC.
God,
and they don't even get in, but Miami does.
Yeah, well, because Miami, it was head-to-head. They have virtually the same schedule, is what everybody's saying, and Miami beat Notre Dame head-to-head.
Yeah.
So, it's hard to complain about that. It is, but it's the Alabama, right? They got 3 losses.
Yep.
Everybody's pissed. They got 3 losses. Yeah, but it's Alabama. I mean, I don't have to like Alabama. You know what I mean? It's like, or dislike Alabama. I like the SEC football, but the reality is it's still Alabama, and the SEC is still the most dominant.
I think eventually, I don't know where it's going, but I see eventually there being 4 major conferences: Southwest, Northwest, Northeast, and Southeast.
Yeah, it's got to be that way.
And because this subjective formula is just that. It's somebody's opinion on who should, like the James Madison and Tulane. Nothing against those programs, but do they really have a schedule like these top tier, like these Big 5 schools?
See, here's the thing. The whole thing should be everybody in there has a real chance, right? Like has an actual, like if Alabama won this, I don't think anybody would be surprised.
Right.
If James Madison or Tulane won this, it would be the greatest sporting upset in American history.
It would be incredible.
Yeah. I mean, not since the 1980 Olympics, right? So the U.S. team winning, or what's his, Rulon Gardner, who won that wrestling thing with a guy that had never been beat in his life. Not since that had there been, there's no way James Madison, God bless him, but, when you play when you might as well play 8-man football.
Yeah. Compared to these Big 5 schools.
Yeah, there's no way.
I mean, the physicality and the toll it takes on your team week in and week out. I mean, every team is now just wrought with injuries here at the end of the season.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, and even what I'm talking about is subjective.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you're a JMU fan, you're saying, shut up, man. We deserve to be in
Look, there's nothing against JMU. There's nothing against any of these schools. And it's great to have one of these programs. Having two, though,
Yeah.
that's tough, That's a tough thing.
Yeah. I mean,
Now you're going to go on the road, and here's the thing, you go on the road and you don't keep it close and you lose 47-0 and you get run out the building, then everybody's going to say, well, we should probably put Notre Dame in.
Yeah. Well, I think last year a couple of those schools got manhandled, if you will, in the playoffs.
Yeah. Because everybody thinks everybody's like Boise State.
Right.
Because Boise State was totally different. They built a program over decades, a program that was able to compete in a way that no other, and they got big recruits to go there, and they changed everything, but they're a one-off.
Yeah. Boise State, during Boise State's heyday run, and I'll even say their victory over my Sooners in that Fiesta Bowl, Boise State's their ones could play with anybody.
Yeah.
But that was just it. They didn't have the competitive depth to go in and week out like you see in these Big Five schools. And even Coach Pete said after that game against Oklahoma, he said we had to pull out these trick plays because we were spent.
Yeah, just like when they beat Oklahoma on the Statue of Liberty play. Because they were their number ones were as good as anybody else.
They were really good.
Yeah, it's when you get past that, and these teams like James Madison, Tulane, these poor guys. You got one or two guys that may get a shot at the NFL, maybe a few more, but most of the guys never have it. This is it. Their last game is going to be this game.
Yeah,
like they're going up against guys who are getting ready for Sundays.
Oh yeah,
that's a tough thing.
Yes,
that is a tough thing. A lot of stuff to get to today, including. Oh man, we got so much stuff to get to. Fun stuff, including if you're thinking to yourself, Self, what can I get the person that's got everything this holiday season? I got something for you. And I didn't even think it was real. I thought there's no way this thing is real. And it's real. Plus, Chad Mark, we're getting ready for the auditions.
I don't know about this, fellas.
I don't know. That's his thing. I don't know about this, fellas. You got to have that in there. We're going to tell you guys how to audition. And we're going to start breaking down the best and worst Christmas songs of all time, among other things. Reach out to us across all of your social media. I hope you guys had a phenomenal weekend. Bunch of good stuff on the way. Yeah, we're going to talk some serious stuff. Marjorie Taylor Greene, that was interesting last night. Interesting. Kind of what I expected with that. But, she does make some points, and there's some other points out there that are just usually what they are in the world. And have you seen the battle going on of who wants? So Netflix tried to buy Warner Brothers, and then Ellison made a phone call, and Paramount's not trying to buy Warner Brothers.
Yeah, they're like offering, $40 million over?
Yeah, I think it's 109. I think Netflix offered, 82?
Yes.
Yes, and a lot of this will go through the Don, and guess who's friends with the Don? Ellison. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Bunch of other good stuff on the way. If you're missing the show, shame. Grab the podcast. Chat Bet Show, Super Talk, 997.
WTN app.
Oh, Birch Gold. It's cool. How about this? This holiday season, would you like some free silver? For every $5,000 you spend with Birch Gold, you're going to get a free ounce of silver for you. Silver's made a 60% move. And from now until the 22nd of this month, you'll have a chance to participate in that and some amazing, awesome things, including being able to move over your 401k if you got an existing 401k and IRA, backed by precious metals. That's right, like gold, tax sheltered into an IRA with Birch Gold. They can help you with all kinds of things, maybe the physical you're after. Who knows what it is you're looking for, but Birch Gold has you covered. Diversity is key. Unsettled times in the market, absolutely. Unsettled times globally, 100%. And opportunities, well, take them by your hand. So how do you do this? You text the word Benson now to 989898. Birch Gold's going to get you out all the information you need. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. Text the word Benson now to 989898 to get all that. And remember, the free Opportunity for silver ends on the 22nd of this month. Text the word Benson now to 989898 for Birch Gold.
Hey, this is Pastor Al, and join us on Super Talk 99.7, Sunday evenings from 7 to 8. We're going to look at the news from a biblical perspective.
Selling your home can be stressful, but it doesn't have to be. Get a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. There are no showings, no open houses, no stress. Work with the #1 real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Go to markspain.com today.
All right, drivers got a crash blocking the right lane. This is going to be 40 eastbound in Cheatham County right before exit 188. And in Millersville, still dealing with that crash, 65 southbound at exit 98. And over here on the South Loop, 40 eastbound at 65. Got a health advisory in effect for a couple of counties here in Middle Tennessee. We'll tell you about it at 12:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
If you guys watched any of the football after Indiana. Now, if you guys don't know anything about Hoosier football, nobody does because it's so awful. In fact, if I'm correct, it is the worst Division I football program in history. Well, they won, right? This guy came in. He's changed the whole thought process. It happened a few years ago, and then they brought this guy Signetti in who's won everywhere he's ever been. And he came in, and he's building something. And he's got this guy's going to win the Heisman, right? Mendoza. So after the game, Jenny Taft, the great reporter from Fox, gets to him, and he's excited.
Oh, congratulations, Indiana, the Big Ten champs. How does that sound?
It sounds so beautiful. I want to give all the glory to God. We were never supposed to be in this position, but by the glory of God, the great coaches, great teammates, everyone we have around us, we were able to pull this off. Whoever thought the Hoosiers would be here, but now the Hoosiers are flipping champs. Let's go.
Oh, it just gets started, too. So he's super. And by the way, you watch him, it's the face, too. He's like, I can't believe it's the greatest thing that's ever happened. Like he's never seen a camera before. It's almost one of those things where, like, in 20 years, you bit my finger. Charlie bit my finger. It's one of those things. So now he gets really excited. He starts doing hand gestures. You can't see they're hilarious.
You guys call yourself a bunch of misfits who found the right home at Indiana. Why was this the right place for this group?
It's the right place for process-oriented. We're going day by day. Whether it's the offensive line, the defense, the coaches, special teams, we're all process-oriented to one goal. That's our thing, is we're brothers. We can drag teams into the deep end because we know that we're going to stick together and we're the strongest glue ever.
Tell me about finding Charlie Becker, 3rd down, 2 minutes to go. We talk about Heisman moments, but take me through that one.
So Charlie Becker is his roommate, right? So his brother goes to school too, Mendoza, and his brother's going to be probably starting quarterback next year because this guy's probably going to be number 1 draft pick. And his buddy is hilarious too.
And what an incredible, Charlie's been, but he's been every single day in summer. We were always thrilled before practice, before at 7 a.m. on Sundays, doing spots, doing routes, and now you see it to come to fruition. He's my roommate, couldn't be happy for such a young man as well as our defense playing lights out. And well, everybody just, what an incredible moment.
Congratulations. Enjoy it.
Thank you so much. God bless. Go Hoosiers.
For such a young man as him, who's basically the same age as me. By the way, that Charlie Becker guy from Nashville, sophomore.
It's good football players coming out of Nashville, man. My Sooners got one.
There's a bunch of them. There it is. There's a bunch of them out there. But that guy was so excited. And they asked Charlie, how do you feel about everything? He's like, it's pretty good. So I don't know what he might say. I'm not. He's very excited. I am too excited. But the money's still on Ohio State to win it.
They're real good. Indiana's real good, too.
Yeah, they are. You guys have great defense, but you can't score.
We got a great our defense is so good, we don't even need to score.
No.
I mean, that's the thing. If our offense was just a little bit better. But I tell you what, man, Georgia has kicked into a whole nother gear this second half of the season.
Yeah, they have.
They look like a completely different team. And they didn't even have some of their starters in that Alabama.
And they
SEC
have some Nashville guys, too.
Yes, they do.
Well, Nashville's becoming a little hot spot there, huh?
They got some good football players.
I'm excited. We got so much stuff we are going to do. So I'm going to post it later on tonight or first thing in the morning, the auditions, the parts.
All right.
So it is going to be, it's a full thing. And we're going to work out the logistics and how we're going to do everything. So if you want to audition, we're going to put it out there for you to do so. And I'll probably talk to somebody around here, make sure we get it on our Twitter as well so you guys can audition. And much like when you text, how do you text the program, Bell? Tell everybody how you text the program.
615-737-9986.
So with that, when you do that, you can do the voicemail as well, and you could leave a voicemail in your audition, tell you who you're auditioning for. It's going to be that simple. We'll break it down for you a little bit later, all right? Because we want you guys to understand, because it is going to be, because Ken's already got his part, even though he's got more than this one. Say it, Ken.
I don't know about this, fellas.
Dude, I was going through how many of the movies I've watched from Hallmark.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed.
Have you seen the one that's based on the Grand Ole Opry or based around?
Oh, yeah.
Saw that one?
Yeah. Matt's wife was in it.
Really?
Yeah. He watched
she was
it.
an extra.
She was an extra. He watched it. He goes, you had to slow it down and look for at the end scene. I don't want to give it away because I'm not a spoiler kind of guy, but I'm just letting you guys know that. So she was in it. It's fantastic. All right. So she was an extra in that. So you got to see that one. Somebody said, Chad, I thought Pavia was winning the Heisman. I think he should win the Heisman, but he won't. I think he should. If you go back over his last 4 games, amazing. But this guy's
probably going to be this Indiana quarterback.
Yeah, this guy is going to be the number 1 pick. Although, you know what? Pavia, poor man's Baker Mayfield.
He's good.
He's good. He likes to win, man.
He's got an edge to him, and I mean, yeah, that coach Clark Lee has started a culture there that Pavia is all in on, and so is the rest of that team.
I love it. And it's culture.
Yep.
It is absolutely about the culture, and he's built a culture, and I love that. All right, coming up, MTG. We'll talk a little bit about that. A bunch of other stuff, including some of the polls, affordability. You guys know that. Plus, the Christmas gift that is a must. For the person you're like, I don't know what to get this person. We got it for you, and you're going to be like, thank you, Chad. Thank you for that. Chad Benz Show, Super Talk, 99.7.
12:30 on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Got the full forecast in 5 minutes. And right now in Tennessee, there's a health advisory in effect for Williamson and Murray counties due to a spike in histoplasmosis infections. The fungus spreads through airborne spores from contaminated soil, not person to person. Common symptoms include fever, headache, and breathing problems. The state urges caution during outdoor work and immediate medical attention for symptoms. A Murfreesboro nurse is behind bars after police say he assaulted a patient while on duty. 25-year-old Tyler Butcher arrested Friday, charged with sexual battery, kidnapping, and other offenses. The incident reportedly happened at Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford Hospital. Butcher remains in custody on a $14,000 bond and will appear in court in February. And experts say the cold and darkness of winter can have a profound effect on the mental well-being of people, especially those in northern states. It's called seasonal affective disorder, and ABC's Jim Ryan says those most susceptible to it have some interesting antidotes.
Mental health experts north of the Arctic Circle recommend winterbading, the Scandinavian practice of bathing in icy waters, as a cure for seasonal depression. At the other extreme is hygge, spelled Hygge, which roughly translates to cuddling or being close and cozy with someone, either physically or emotionally.
Well, the Golden Globe nominations are out. ABC's Mike Dubusky tells us which film has the most nods.
This is the end of the line, huh?
Leading the field of nominations is One Battle After Another, with 9 in total, including for director Paul Thomas Anderson and actor Leonardo DiCaprio. The film, which is loosely based on a Thomas Pynchon novel, is also up for the Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy category.
Hey, Papa.
The Norwegian family drama Sentimental Value has 8 nominations,
We back now.
while the blockbuster vampire movie Sinners picked up 7 nods. Mike Dubusky, ABC News.
That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
Into the middle and end of this week for Wednesday, Thursday, into Friday. Maybe an isolated rain shower. Wednesday, we're in the 50s, but back in the 40s come Thursday and Friday.
All right, my friends over at Beacon want to talk to you, kids. Let me tell you something. As the end comes here this year, you're thinking to yourself, well, I got to think about taxes. Maybe you should call Beacon. They can help you with that. If you're thinking, you know what, we really need to look at our finances. Are we in a position where either as you get close to retirement or you're in retirement, that you may be worried that you're not going to get enough out of it and they just stick in mutual funds? Beacon can help you with all of those things. 615-488-9303, 615-488-9303. And it's not just about taxes or the money side of it. You got to think about other things like long-term care, estate planning, and yes, even health insurance. They can help you with everything. There's a lot that goes into retirement that you forget about sometimes because you think, am I just going to outlive my money? Let Beacon help you with one of these or all of these. Call them today. Get a free, doesn't cost you anything, personalized financial consultation. You can sit down and break bread with them. Say hi. They're amazing people. 615-488-9303, 615-488-9303, or online at beaconcm.com. Beacon Capital Management. This is the paid placement. So tomorrow, 18th annual Toy Field Toy, sponsored by A.O. Smith and Wayne's Pest Control. All right, that's going on. South End Zone Plaza between gates 8 and 9, Nissan Stadium until 6 p.m. We're all going to be out there. We're going to start with Dan. We put him out there in the cold times, dark times. That's Dan. And he guides us to light. He guides us to light. Go, Dan! From there, you've got the one and only Chris Hand. I'll be there, along with my man Ken. And then, yes, your good friend Matt will close it out and take us back to the dark times. We're going to be out there all day. So if you have a chance, got a toy, swing by. It's for a great cause. A lot of kids this year, you know. I watch a lot of these movies I always joke about, but a lot of kids out there struggling, a lot of families out there struggling, and it's good to get them something. And if you can, it's a wonderful thing, even if it's something small, because it lets them know you care. It does. Speaking of presents, guys, so I know what you're thinking. I don't know what to get Belle for the holidays. Ken and I were talking about this. We're like, we don't know what to get Belle.
Get him some music that he's never heard before.
But Belle, I know, always talks about how much he likes your crock pot. How about this?
Have you ever made lunch with your crotch? Yes, you heard that right. Because today we are. Let's make lunch with the crotch pot. Diddling, diddling, diddling. It's a backpacking tool that you hook on to your belt, put your lunch in, shove it down your pants, but use your body heat while you're hiking. So when you get to your destination, you've got your lunch ready to go. Compliments of your crotch heat. Oh. Lunch is going to be fun today. Will the crotch pot be crotching? Actually, not that uncomfortable. Is that your crotch pot? Or are you excited to see me? We're going to take this thing out and have some lunch. I feel like I'm doing something dirty. The noodles feels like they are cooked, but how cooked, how warm are they? Noodles from my crotch. All right, let's see. Not cold. They're not hot. They're just lukewarm. Is lukewarm noodles kind of my new favorite thing? Crotch pot verdict? Yeah. I think I'll use it not in my crotch. I feel like you could cold soak on the outside of your bag. So that's my verdict. Yeah, I'm here for it.
No, she's there for it. Now, at first I thought, this cannot be real. There's no way in hell this is a real thing. Ha ha ha. Gossamer Gear, Gossamer gear.com, has the crotch bot for sale for $19. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, self, tell me about the crotch pot. Well, the crotch pot is the ultimate fuel-less, ultralight backpack stove. It is climate change friendly because it has zero carbon monoxide. It is constructed out of ultralight Tyvek material and attaches to any pant with belt loops. This camp stove is designed to accept a quarter-size freezer Ziploc type bag, so your dinner contents will be completely sanitary at times. And you're thinking, somebody bought it? Oh, I've got 12 five-star reviews. Where should we start? Mike H. Works perfect. That's what he says. Works perfectly well. Even at -5 Fahrenheit, the food is warm. Wonderful for morale after a long day to be able to eat so quickly.
How about some crotch stew?
That's it.
A nice steamy bowl of crotch stew.
That's right. You guys are lucky because I also brought some swamp ass with me.
With the side of swamp ass.
Michael says, I use it every time I go out. Works better with rice than pasta. We don't eat hot food, but lukewarm. There you guys go. So many more of the crotch pot. And it's real. It's real. Oh, you know what's even creepier? You can pay over time $35. So wait a minute. First of all, if you can't afford the crotch pot for somebody, the last thing you want to do is be reminded of the fact that you couldn't pay for the crotch pot.
Let's get ready to say.
This thing looks like you're putting a baggie inside of a baggie into your pants.
It's the crotch pot. It's specially made with Tyvek material, which, as you know, when it rubs against your body.
I think they use that in the space shuttle.
That's exactly what they probably do.
They use plastic in the space shuttle. I'm sure there is.
Have you ever wondered to yourself, I wonder if my balls could make some soup? Oh, God. This is what people do.
Crotch pot stew.
Somebody sat around and did this, and then people bought it.
Sure.
My God, that is insane. It is the beauty of the world we live in, right? That somebody's like, you know what, this seems like a good idea. Crotch pot stew, yeah.
It's good for the environment.
But it makes me sick. Doesn't matter. It's great for the environment. You're going to love it.
You may be throwing up, but you're saving the world.
That's right. That's really all that matters. Crotch pot, yeah. It's really awesome and stuff. It's just so crazy. Oh, my goodness me. Meanwhile, Marjorie Taylor Greene last night, speaking of crotch pot stew, that's Trump's new name for her. He gave her a new name today. I forgot what it was.
Traitor.
Well, he's called her traitor, but he called her something else.
Oh, he called her a new name.
So, yeah.
I'll check on Truth Social. I'm sure it's probably.
Yeah, my and we'll see if it's friendly enough for radio.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if he called her something else. Well, you know what I mean. It was an interesting, thing. A lot of it was about what happened with Epstein. That was a big deal. And that's understandable. I made a big deal about it too. I think, it was very frustrating, I think, for a lot of people. What happened? A lot of people, are like, well, he's playing 8D chess, but he, at least according to her, again, how much do I believe of either of them? I don't know if you're aware of this. Politicians have been known to tell porky pies. But, for my brother, what is it? What do you call her?
The only reason Marjorie Trader Brown Green turns brown under stress went bad is that she was jilted by the President of the United States. Certainly not the first time she's been jilted.
Wow.
So Marjorie Trader Brown is his new name for her.
Oh, is that the new name, huh?
Because green turns brown under stress.
The hilarity of, he's always thinking of something, right? Like it's something crazy. I got to find out something good to put out there.
It was probably eating chips and guacamole.
Yes.
And he saw, that was green.
That was green,
brown.
but it's not anymore. It's turned brown.
Went
as we all
brown
know.
fast.
We're not going to have these for the Super Bowl. That's according to Chuck Schumer. Remember that?
Yes.
Chuck Schumer's like, if these things with Mexico stay here, we're not going to have guacamole and avocados for the Super Bowl. It's like, dude, he hasn't even put them on yet. And even if he put 100% on them, they're not happening today. Chuck, good.
And even if they did happen today, people would still buy the avocados and the guacamole.
Yeah. A lot of you are coming up with your crotch. Oh, my God, we have to have a crotch. We're going to have a crotch cookbook. My goodness. Can you make a sandwich? How about a panini?
This reminds me of an episode of MASH where Radar was trying to warm up a sandwich under his armpit for Colonel Potter.
That's it. That's right, guys. Think about that. Armpit love, armpit snacks, armpit stuff. It's where the body heat comes. You heard Ken in his big story talking about seasonal anxiety?
Seasonal affective disorder.
Yeah.
I've got it right now, man. These clouds have got to move out of
the
here.
clouds have been a kick in the grundle. I actually like it at night better because it's dark, right? So you expect that. It's when you go outside and you're like, it's pretty gloomy.
Yeah.
It's like everything's in black and white. Everything's in black and white.
It's like we're in It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes, exactly. And that's one of my worst movies of all time.
Mr. Gower.
Hey, you guys. Oh man, I say. I got everything a man could ever want, but it doesn't matter because I'm the bitch the whole time.
Uncle Billy, you stupid, drunken fool. You silly old stupid drunk.
Well, you know what? I got to be honest with you. You should have gave Billy the opportunity to go down there and mess up, right?
Uncle Billy was a moron. I wouldn't have given him that money.
No doubt. And by the way, you guys have a bird that lives inside your bank. If you walked into a bank today and there was a bird that was in there, not a bird like it was like they're called Parrot Bank and there's a parrot in the corner, but a bird that just got in through the window and never leaves because your window doesn't shut, you'd be like, I'm leaving this bank.
Yeah, it was a crow.
Yeah.
It was a crow and a squirrel.
Yeah. You should have given the squirrel and the crow the damn money. It had got there. Bet it would have, too. See, other people talk about real stuff. Sounds yeasty, man. So many of you. Cajun crotch gumbo. Crotch and weenies.
I knew somebody was going to come up with that.
Oh, how about this? The new Hot Pocket craze. Crotch Pocket. Thank you very much from our good friend and yours, Jim Gaffigan. Fromanda cheese. Would you guys like a little fondue? Baked bananas. Oh, my Lord. Oh, goodness, yeah.
Man, Trump wrote, I don't know how many lines.
Yes.
About
Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's what the president's doing. He's like, we should really talk about this.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, God.
And he goes off on Paramount.
Oh, right, like in the middle of it?
Yes.
This is right off Paramount.
They're no better than old ownership.
It's just so... That's our president. Like, there's nothing else going on. People are like, we can't pay for anything. It's like, doesn't matter. Marjorie Taylor Brown Greene. You guys smell that, traitor?
He says it was proven last night when washed up Trump-hating 60 Minutes correspondent Leslie Stahl.
Oh, God.
Oh, man, he cracks me up.
It's just, you're sitting there, though. It's like, okay.
He's going to be known as the adjective president.
Yes, he's very excited. He loves capitalization. He loves all kinds of stuff. He sits there. I wonder how many people follow him around, ready. Because I know Carolyn Levitt did it before before he won again. She was handling a lot of that. I wonder who else is doing it. Because he's got to have several people doing that.
His ex,
yeah,
or socials.
Yeah, was it last weekend, Sunday into Monday or Monday into Tuesday when he sent was it like 100 plus in an hour?
Really?
Yes.
Great.
So it was, you're just like, what? What are you doing?
That's multiple people on his account.
Well, that's unhinged at that late.
Yeah.
That feels a little manic.
Yeah.
I'm going to send 400 texts and not talk to anybody for the next 3 hours. What do you think of apples? What are those apples? So we'll talk a little bit more. We'll play some of it later. Her and Leslie Stahl kind of got into it about who's more divisive, which I thought was kind of funny. But she brought up some good points. But again, what makes me laugh is watching all the people that, now that he calls her Marjorie Taylor Greene, all the people that parrot it, which I think is funny. Like all the people I see out there that are big, Trump followers and who are on social media and stuff, they parrot the same thing. And I just think...
Well, now they got to change it to brown.
Brown, that's right. Because green turns brown.
Under stress.
Under stress. Oh, goodness me. All right, coming up. We got some other goodies, some other fun stuff on this beautiful, beautiful day. Talk a little bit of crotch casserole. Look at this. We're getting them all right now.
Crotch casserole.
It is spectacular. It is spectacular. Oh, my. How beautiful is it out there? Crotch casserole's fantastic. Some of that. I honest to God, when I first saw the thing, I'm like, there's no way this is real. It was.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah, I guess.
Heat it up.
Heat it up. Use your body to warm that thing up. Again, if you're hiking and you're hiking like these people are, which they're out there for days, I guess this makes sense. I don't know if I would do it otherwise.
Yeah, I don't know if I would do it down the Greenway in Murfreesboro.
Yeah, but if you are, going to be in the mountains for several days.
Sure.
Can you imagine having that thing on and get patted down by a cop?
What's that? That's my soup. Would you like some?
That's my lunch.
Oh, my goodness. All right. We got more straight ahead. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7.
Super Talk 99.7 WTN app.
Prize Picks opportunity for the holiday season still going strong. Games galore and so much more with football. Now, check this out. They got basketball happening. Of course, the NHL. All these games are going on, and how can you take advantage of it? Simple, with PrizePicks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. You're picking more or less. You set a lineup of 2 more players based on the projected stats, more or less on 3-pointers. Say Steph Curry. Do you think he's going to hit more than 4.5 3-pointers in the game? Or last night, got a nice little workout there with my good friend and yours, Patrick Mahomes, even though they didn't win, talking about how much he had to run last night. Thank you very much, because it was more. Oh, yeah, that's how you win. More or less, it's easy. You can get up to 2,000 times your money, and all you have to do is download the PrizePicks app. Now, here's the beauty of it. When you use my code Chad, you are going to get $50 instantly in lineup straight into your account, win or lose, after you play your first $5 lineup. That's it. Simple and easy. So download the app today. Use my code Chad to get $50 in lineups instantly when you play your first $5 lineup with PrizePicks. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. Must be 21 in Tennessee. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-889-9789.
Got a crash on I-40 eastbound in Cheatham County. It's blocking the right lane there at exit 188. And the Tennessee Department of Health alerting residents in Williamson and Murray counties about an outbreak of a respiratory illness. We'll tell you about it at 1 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
It was all about The White Lotus in the TV categories? The HBO ensemble drama was nominated in the acting categories for Jason Isaacs, Walton Goggins, Amy Lou Wood, Carrie Coon, and Parker Posey.
I don't even have my lorazepam.
The show is also up for the Best Television Drama Series award, alongside the medical drama The Pit and the sci-fi series Severance. Meanwhile, in the comedy categories, Only Murders in the Building, The Bear, and The Studio all picked up noms.
That's the one you like, Ken. It's The Studio.
Yeah, The Studio is that was fantastic.
Now, I have not seen anything of those, but I will, except for The Pit. I watched The Pit. That is awesome.
Have not seen The Pit.
That is amazing. That is a Noah Wiley. It's kind of a realistic, ER kind of thing. It's not, there's no gloss. It's realistic. It's just, it's great. It follows around an emergency room in Pittsburgh, and it is, it's got all kinds of chaos going on because it's one of those level 1 traumas.
In a big city.
In a big city.
Did you see the new category they added this year?
The podcast?
Yeah.
And did you see so none of the big podcasts were.
Rogan wasn't mentioned.
Rogan wasn't mentioned. Shapiro wasn't mentioned. Not even like the murder ones weren't mentioned. It was, Call Her Daddy, Mel Robbins, but even some of them I never even heard of. And I'm like, I know podcasts. I'm like, what? So how do you not have Rogan on there, though, in your first podcast? How do you not have Rogan?
Because you're intentionally trying to embarrass yourself.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's just, you don't have to like Rogan, but or Adam Carolla. How do you not have him on there? The world's first, the person who took podcasting and kind of made it what it was Carolla. Carolla saw the writing on the walls, and he said, I'm going to go do this. I don't know. It's crazy. Coming up, hour number 2 of the program. A lot of stuff still to squeeze into, kids. What do the polls say about where we're headed? There's a couple polls out there that aren't very good when it comes to the young and Trump and the Republicans. Talk a bit about that. A bunch of other good stuff on the way. More on the crotch pot. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7.
One o'clock on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Got the full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. Tennessee Department of Health is alerting residents in Williamson and Murray counties to an outbreak of histoplasmosis. This fungal disease often appears after exposure to soil with bird or bat droppings. It can cause severe illness, particularly in vulnerable individuals. Health officials advise reporting symptoms like cough and chest pain to a doctor quickly. A nurse at a Murfreesboro hospital is charged with sexually assaulting a patient. Police say 25-year-old Tyler Butcher was arrested Friday night, booked into the Rutherford County Adult Detention Center. He faces charges of sexual battery, kidnapping, and indecent exposure. Butcher's bond, $14,000. His next court appearance set for February 5th. Cases of the flu have caused alarm in London. A new strain of the virus circulating in the UK. It's a strain that is developed after the dominant flu shot has been released. Here in the U.S., cases are on the rise in the New York City area. ABC News medical contributor Dr. Darian Sutton, who is an ER physician in New York, tells ABC News how doctors are preparing.
What we're doing here is preparing for the worst, essentially. In the emergency room, we're stocking up on supplies, testing, protective equipment, making sure that we have surge plans in place, paying attention to bed capacity.
Health experts say that people, especially children and older Americans, should still get the flu shot because it offers some protection against this current flu strain. And the Supreme Court hearing oral argument today on the case that tests a 90-year-old precedent that prevents a president from firing a member of the Federal Trade Commission without cause. The administration's asking the court to overturn that 1935 ruling. ABC News national correspondent Stephen Portnoy has more from Washington.
Over 2.5 hours, much of the argument focused on the impact of a ruling that the president can fire the heads of independent agencies for any reason, even if the law requires cause. Justice Brett Kavanaugh pointed to questions about what that could mean for the Federal Reserve.
I share those concerns.
But he and the court's other conservatives signaled their support for the White House's position. Liberal Justice Sonia Sotomayor told the administration's attorney,
"You're asking us to destroy the structure of government."
Stephen Portnoy, ABC News, Washington.
Now, the Golden Globe nominations are now out during a tumultuous time for the movie business. Here's ABC's Mike Dubusky with more.
Netflix led the field of nominations at the Golden Globes this year, getting recognized for movies like Frankenstein and TV shows like Adolescence. Netflix picked up 35 nominations in total, while Warner Brothers Discovery got 31, including for One Battle After Another. Last week, Netflix announced it has a definitive agreement to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery for more than $80 billion, though Paramount now says it's also placed a bid to buy the company. Mike Dubusky, ABC News.
That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho! You guys better come out and join us tomorrow. Ken and I are going to be having fun. Wait do you see how I'm dressed tomorrow? It's fantastic. Today I walked in. Everybody's like, "Oh, you're in pants." I said, "Well, first of all, my wife told me don't go outside. Too cold. Your legs are too white." I said, "Settle down," because I had shorts on. So she made me put sweats on because we promised we would never let ourselves look foolish. What I wanted to do, Belle, is I wanted to have tearaways like the NBA players have. I wanted to walk in the building, tear away my sweats, and have shorts underneath. I thought that'd have been awesome.
So you're trying to put one over on her.
Yeah, but no, instead I just had regular old, I'm like, nah. So, sucks. Sucks! Because I don't mind the cold. I don't, except for my nose. Could get a little, and my fingers. Outside of that, when I played, my ears, that's it. I don't mind the cold. Doesn't bug me. Like Ken. But
Are you allowed to wear anything on your head when you're playing soccer?
Yeah. You'll see, you can always tell the guys who are like, there are some guys out there, they got gloves on and they'll put something on top of their head. They will in certain situations, but no, mostly not. I'd have to grow my hair out. My hair was big then, so it didn't matter. Now it'd be freezing. Big hair, as you do. Very interesting. A lot of the polls are out. They're not pretty. And affordability, we keep saying it, right? Affordability is an issue. I'm trying to be mean, but you're being mean to Trump, right? I don't want to hear any of that. Like, that's stuff that's cult-like to think. It's not about being mean. It's being honest, right? If your buddy was running a campaign for something and they were not getting the message out to the people that needed to be out there, but instead they continued to go, nah, I'm not going to listen to that, you'd have some issues. And we got a crisis of affordability in this country, whether people want to believe it or not. It's reality. I spoke to a lot of people this weekend, and, we did some shopping and stuff, but I talked to a lot of people because for whatever reason, people want to talk to me. And I don't know why. Maybe because I look so jolly. But yes, affordability was definitely an issue. And people are putting it on credit cards. People are doing the buy now, pay later. That is also scurry. Can I just say that? But you're seeing a lot of that.
Economists say holiday spending is growing over last year, but at a slower pace. Americans face higher prices without seeing more in their paychecks. That's leading to tough decisions at the register.
With Americans deep into the holiday shopping season, Amanda Maxwell says she's cutting back.
Groceries are more expensive. You kind of have to cut back on things that you normally would do, like eating out.
A new Politico poll finds 46% of Americans say the cost of living in the U.S. is the worst they can ever remember. So this season, they are relying on credit cards and buy now, pay later programs.
And that's scary. Because it's the holidays. You don't want to let down your kids. You don't want to let down your family. So you're taking out more credit. You're doing more stuff. You're figuring out what you can do because it's that one day you want to give. You want to make sure that you don't want to show up and go, look, guys, I'm so broke. I can't buy anybody anything. Or is really, some people are going, hey, it wasn't a really good year. So Santa's had fallen on tough times, whatever it is. We want to give. The buy now, pay later is kind of a scary thing because I know that is and I understand that there are people out there that do it, but it's now what's happening. Like we were joking about earlier with the crotch pot, which we will come back to because so many of you have sent me recipes. But the crotch pot thing, there is a thing there where you can shop now. It's $19, or over time you can pay $32 for it, which is crazy.
We are seeing debt levels grow. So even though people are spending, there is some indication that they're using debt to do that.
Last year, candidate Trump promised to lower prices.
I will make America affordable again because it's not affordable anymore.
But this week in a cabinet meeting,
the word affordability is a con job by the Democrats.
Since then, he's faced pushback from members of his own party.
People know costs are up. As Republicans, as Democrats, as elected officials, we would be wise to realize that really matters to people.
And you have to, because if you're not paying attention to this, let me tell you what every single commercial is going to be next year. Costs are up. This guy says costs are up only when we're in charge, but when they're in charge, cost is a hoax.
Starting on day one, we will end inflation and make America affordable again. But the word affordability is a Democrat scam. One of my top priorities will be to quickly defeat inflation and make America affordable again. I don't want to hear about the affordability. We will make America affordable again. We're going to make it affordable again. There's this fake narrative that the Democrats talk about, affordability. Affordability is a con job. We will target everything from car affordability to housing affordability. This whole thing is, they use the word affordability. It's a Democrat hoax.
It's not a hoax. It's reality. It's not a hoax, not a joke. It's reality. And there's ways of presenting it to the audience, to the constituents, to the American people that says, hey, look, I get it. It sucks. We came in, it was crap. We're doing our best to start to slow some stuff down, and it's going to take a while to turn the ship around. But it's not so much about the inflation at this point. It's about getting your wages up. How can we help with that? It's about moving that thing that you've got there where you see every week you get your paycheck. It's about getting those wages up. How do we get your wages increased? How do we do those things? What is it that we can do to move the goalpost in the right direction as opposed to the wrong direction? Because going out and just basically saying it's all a lie, it's all a hoax, it's all a joke, it's all the media, doesn't work.
60% of Americans polled by this network told us President Trump makes prices and inflation sound better than they really are. And his approval rating on the economy is now down to 36% in our latest poll. On inflation, approval is even lower, at 32%. Don't you need to show that you feel the pain?
Well, Margaret, I think the president's frustrated by the media coverage of what's going on.
This is the polling of average Americans.
But I think the average Americans, they are hearing a lot of it from media coverage. The American people don't know how good they have it.
Do you think there is an affordability problem?
Sorry?
You do believe that?
I think the Biden administration created a terror.
No, but now we're nearly 12 months in. You said the president would own the economy at this point.
Well, it's different. See, and that's where you have to own it. See, people will stick with you if you own it. If you try to shirk it, if you push it off, if you tell them it's not real, guess what happens? They get frustrated. They get angry. They look elsewhere. I mean, look, it might have been Biden's fault, might not. Nobody cares whose fault it was, okay? You said you were going to fix it. Where's the fix? Manufacturing numbers, down. Prices were up. Manufacturing numbers. I thought, no, there's not going to be some great manufacturing wave. Not in the time that you think, because it's just never going to happen. Even if there was a manufacturing wave, what's going to be there? Robots, AI, and a few people. People are looking around saying, what is going on? And the young, I talk about the young all the time. They're like, the young. Why do you talk about the young? Because they're a massive voting bloc, the biggest voting bloc of all. And when you hear these numbers right here are crazy scary. Remember who helped him get over the line. Because why? Trump realized he was listening to his kids, and his kids were saying, you need to go on this podcast. You need to go on this podcast. You need to go on this podcast. It's going to help you. It's going to help you really get your message across to a younger generation who's frustrated at Joe Biden telling everybody inflation's transitory, right? This is going to help you get across the line. Woo!
Trump losing young voters in some of the most stunning numbers that we have seen post the election and Trump taking office. Voters 30 and under, who were really key to his 2024 victory, are right now overwhelmingly giving him a thumbs down. This is a major change from even just a few months ago. Harry Anton is here to tell us something we don't know. And Harry, I think it's really important what I just said there in that last sentence, from even a few months ago, right? Yeah. I mean, this isn't something that happened right away or even right at tariffs or something in April, right? It's much more recent.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think the word of the day, to borrow a phrase from the current president, huge. I mean, just take a look at Donald Trump's net approval rating among those under the age of 30. You go back to February, it was plus 10 points. Look at this drop. I'm laughing because it's down to minus 46 points in the net approval. That is a drop of 56 points among voters under the age of 30.
Is there any historically analogous to this?
This type of drop happening so quickly is just, I spend my days in the spreadsheets. You just don't see drops like that.
That is a massive drop in a short period of time. To see a 56% drop, because as we've talked about with the youngsters, they're not party loyalists. They're not. The Gen Z kids, young adults, they're not party loyalists. It's not their jam, right? They want to go with whoever's going to have the best idea and they think is going to help them the most. Millennials, they swung, the men in particular, towards Trump. They helped. But they're willing to go, I don't want any part of this. And it wasn't just all this, the cost and affordability. The Epstein stuff had a lot to do with it. I don't think people realize how much that really perturbed a lot of people. Because remember, when you're going on these shows, whether it was the likes of Theo or whether it was the likes of Joe Rogan and stuff, that was a big issue for them. That they see power protecting and the corruption that went on there. They wanted to know somebody was going in there to handle business.
It's stunning.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess the question, so the drop is huge. You can have a huge drop of a small number, and it can still matter, but still. But this group was actually hugely important to Trump.
Yeah, hugely important to Trump. I mean, look, he gained more with voters with Generation Z than he did with any other group from 2020 to 2024. I mean, you look at it. Look, in 2020, he got 31%.
These are what? People under 25?
This is people under 30 now. They were under 25 back in 2020. Generation Z has become the young people. Millennials like myself have aged out of those young groups.
Right, so people under 30. Okay.
Correct. And they went from 31% in 2020 to now 43%. That's a jump of 12 points in just that 4 years. And I looked at all the age groups. There was more of a jump in his support among Generation Z than any other generation. They were key for him, as you said in your intro.
Wow. And that drop, again, a 56-point swing.
Correct. That game, so, adios.
They want you to feel like you're in it with them. And I know Trump's getting ready to take he's getting ready to go do something he should have done a while ago, which is get out of the White House. Because I think a lot of people have had questions about his health. So get out of the White House and don't go to just Mar-a-Lago or some faraway land. Get out of the White House, go across the country, sell the message that we're going to make things affordable. We're doing everything we can. It's, again, everybody's like, you're so negative. I'm not negative. I'm honest. That's the word you're looking for, is honest. I don't come up with these polls. By the way, his Fox numbers were awful. They were in the crotch pot. That's how bad they were. Somebody just said, as a manufacturing engineer setting up a process to make HVAC systems, stop spewing your BS. Well, look at this. The U.S. has lost more manufacturing jobs this past year than last year. What? It's not BS. Because you don't like what I say doesn't make me wrong. And by the way, I'm trying to tell him, I want the Republicans to win. Well, you better do a better job of explaining yourself. You better do a better job of getting people to understand that this is where we're going. What people hear now is you saying it's not real, it's fake, and they don't see a plan. Everybody's still waiting for the health care plan. There's a battle going on right now that they may not even vote on it. And once that's locked in next year, if prices go through the roof, and that's another issue, I mean, I hope they come up with something. They've been promising, or was that a lie? I'd like to know. Healthcare going through the roof? Yes, no? Well, we got rid of the subsidies. Okay, we understand Obamacare sucks. How do we fix it? Because you guys unfortunately got involved, right? And got your stank all over it. Now, how do we get it off? Or the best that we can? That's what we should be worried about. If you want to see the Republicans start to fix some stuff, they're going to have to start to agree that, hey, we got an issue. And some of them are, including Tim Burchett, who came out and said, our messaging sucks. Well, you better figure out who's going to be the new messenger. Because next year rolls around and you haven't fixed the messaging and the economy's still struggling, and then you lose in November, and you're going to be going, how did this happen? Well, if you don't know how it happened, you're not going to fix it. Coming up, got some of your text messages, among other things. Plus, what are the new bad dating signs? There's a lot of those out there. And you know, can love help you keep weight off, too? We'll talk about that. Chad Bench Show, Super Talk 99.7. Raycon, best earbuds around, 20% off right now when you go to buyraycon.com/Chad. 20% off site-wide, including their classic earbuds, which are fit just for you. Ergonomic, incredible. Sound quality, second to none. Right, so you're getting audio quality that is amazing. You get active noise cancellation, multi-connectivity, fast charging, you name it, they've got it all packed in this amazing earbuds for the best quality and sound. At a price that's not going to break the bank. And on top of all of that, you get a 30-day happiness guarantee. So now is the best time to try. If you want to win the holidays, and who doesn't, Raycon delivers it over and over again. And the entire site right now is 20% off. So what are you going to do? You're going to buyraycon.com/Chad. It's buyraycon.com/Chad. Save 20% this holiday. And when you do, order by the 15th of this month, guaranteed delivery by Christmas, because great gifts shouldn't have to show up late. Buyraycon.com/Chad.
When you need garage door repair or replacement, it's Aaron's with 2 A's. Learn more at aaronsdoorservice.com.
Busy Bee this December is, well, spreading the holiday cheer with amazing deals and community giving, which is always great. First and foremost, opportunity to make the season brighter. You can drop off a new toy at Busy Bee headquarters in Lebanon for their toy drive benefiting less fortunate families in Wilson County, which is just awesome. It's good to give. Top of that, while you're giving, you can treat yourself. You can upgrade your water heater this month and check this out. When you do, ho, 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 free 10-year parts of warranty with some exclusions apply. And if you want more, join the Beehive membership for free. This is what you need to do. Bake a Buzz the Bee cookie, snap a pic, tag them on social media. Boom. Away you go. Free membership. Plus, they got great opportunities here with your air duct cleaning. So if you buy the middle tier package, you're going to get upgraded to the deluxe for free, and they still have their 93 or free offer going on right now. That's right. Either it flows free or it's free, if you know what I mean. So what are you waiting for? Busy Bee buzzing the holiday deals and Hometown Hearts. Call today, 615-775-7833, 615-775-7833, or visit busybee.com.
All right, drivers in Cheatham County still have a crash on the right shoulder that is blocking things up. 40 eastbound before exit 188. Traffic starts slowing down right there at the Williamson-Cheatham County line. And the Tennessee Department of Health has issued a health advisory for a couple of counties here in Middle Tennessee. We'll tell you about that and more at 1:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Did it. No, those health advisories are not because of the crotch pot. I think we should give those out.
You don't know that.
No, I'm pretty sure they're not. Because we haven't given any out. If any of you have ever tried the crotch pot, one of the greatest gifts they keep on giving the whole year.
Wonder if it comes with a set of spoons.
Oh, do you have to bring your own? Crotch pot. So spectacular. So many of you have chimed in about that, and some of that stuff cannot be read on the air. Okay.
Surely not.
Surely not. A lot of people chiming in about Trump. Sally says, you won't get an argument out of me, brother. Trump has been a big disappointment this time around, which just reinforced my belief that I will not be voting ever again. There is and again, this is not about, look, we were rolling. COVID came, everything went sideways. We've had a tough time getting it on the path. And, you know, we handed out tons of money and then people spent it. We had low interest rates. People spent. We should have been raising rates slowly during Trump's first term. And then we handed out rates, handed out money. That was insane. And then Biden comes and he goes, I see you and what you did. I'm going to doubly do it. And then we've got this chaos. No, it doesn't happen overnight, inflation. But government has to fix this part of the inflation because they're the only one who prints money. And so I was talking to my buddy the other day, and maybe we'll play some about what he said about what's the reality of where we could be going and what's the fix here. And the fix is, do we lower rates, right, and have, a chance to see inflation start to pick up again because people are going to be outspending. They go, ooh, a little bit more, right? Rates are down. And then all of a sudden, instead of going from like 2.5% to 3%, going up to 4 or 5, maybe 6%. Or do we go, nope, we're going to keep rates here and just suck it up and deal with the fact that we may have a recession? Those are the things that we're looking at. There's not great options at this point. It's not, again, it's about fixing the problem. Like with healthcare. We get it. It's broken. Fix the problem. You and I can't fix the problem. We've hired you to do it because we're not the government. As far as we hired the government, and this is what we got, but we're not there saying yay or nay. We're not there fighting for this or that. We get that Obamacare sucks, but saying it sucks and just seeing what the free market, because it's not a free market. It's not. None of this is a free market. Oh, yeah, it is. We're not going across state lines. None of that stuff's happening. These things have been in place for a while. You could have gone across state lines in several states, and nobody's ever taken anybody up on it because there's too many rules. There's too many regulations. So, yeah, you guys better figure these things out because whether you like it or not, they're going to point the finger at you. And some of it is going to be your fault. Not all of it, but some of it. Because both of them have spilt this milk. Both of them were fighting over the milk, and it spilled. Ooh. Crotchbot. Nobody's getting sick because of the crotchbot. So, no, can't say that. Beef stroganoff. I heard that's great for a crotchbot. Roast man groin with potatoes and carrots.
What about twigs and berries?
The twigs and berries, very nice. What if I'm a vegetarian? I like that one guy's like, I would suggest maybe do rice instead of noodles. Noodles aren't as good as rice. I'm like, oh, gross. But, if you think about it, because, again, we'll play the crotchbot a little bit later. If you are hiking like that, room temperature probably feels like it's 90 degrees.
That's a hot room.
Because you're outside and it's -5. It probably feels like it's, oh, God, it's just, even if it's only in the 60s. Well, -5, trust me, if you go from -5 to a room that's 60, you're like, it's warm in here. So that's what the crotch can do, people. Coming up, more goodies. Marjorie Taylor Greene. She was on last night with Leslie Stahl. Going to sue Leslie Stahl and Marjorie Taylor Greene again. Trump will put out some of those truths. We'll have Ken read some of them because they're hilarious. We'll talk about that, among other things, straight ahead. Chad Bench Show, Super Talk 99.7.
I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. The State Department of Health has issued a health advisory for Williamson and Murray counties. Officials reporting an increase in histoplasmosis. That's a fungal infection that's linked to soil with bird or bat droppings. Symptoms include fever, cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, pretty much like the flu. Residents are urged to seek medical care if they experience these signs. Murfreesboro police say a nurse has been arrested for allegedly sexually assaulting a patient at Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford Hospital. Investigators report 25-year-old Tyler Butcher faces charges including sexual battery, kidnapping, and indecent exposure. He was taken into custody Friday night and booked into the Rutherford County Adult Detention Center. Butcher's bond is set at $14,000 with a court date scheduled for February 5th. And cases of the flu are minimal, according to the latest state health department influenza weekly report here in Tennessee. But flu cases have alarmed people in London, and now it's got the attention of doctors here in the States. This new strain of the virus is circulating in the UK. It's the strain that is developed after the dominant flu shot has been released. So here in the U.S., cases are on the rise in the New York City area. ABC News medical contributor Dr. Darian Sutton, who is an ER physician in New York, tells ABC News how doctors are preparing.
Right now, it's very early, and I would have to say that I use that experience kind of as a barometer of how I navigate in this city. Right now, we're seeing early illness of flu-like symptoms, sometimes coughs, sneezes, fevers, headaches, but I would have to say we are definitely not at the height.
Health experts say people, especially children and older Americans, should still get the flu shot because they say it offers some protection against this current flu strain. That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
From the Beacon Capital Management Weather Center.
I'm WSMV4 First Alert Meteorologist Stefano DiPietro. A chilly start to our day today and staying chilly this afternoon. Temperatures in the 30s to low 40s with a lot of cloud cover today. Tonight even colder, down to the 20s for the overnight low. But tomorrow afternoon warmer with more sunshine. Temperatures upper 40s to near 50. Heading into the middle and end of this week. More cloud cover Wednesday, Thursday, into Friday. Maybe an isolated rain shower. Wednesday we're in the 50s, but back in the 40s come Thursday and Friday.
USS wants to make sure before it gets too cold and your pipes freeze and stuff can go sideways and that there's more rain coming. Oh, my goodness, those cracks. What could be down there? Well, guess what? 30 years, United Structural Systems has an experience in basement crawl space waterproofing, basement wall stabilization, foundation repair. You name it, they can do it. Why not have them come out and give you an inspection? It's absolutely free. It's not going to cost you anything. They're not going to sell you anything you don't need. They're simply there to help, and they guarantee the best. They're incredible. And what happens is when you don't see stuff, it becomes that nastiness, right? And all of a sudden, you got wood rot, you got mold. Oh, my God. Don't have that happen, no matter what it is. Foundation, right? Basement walls. Are they waterproofed? You have everything ready? If not, let USS come out. That's what I want you to do. Pick up this name. 615-488-7855. 615-488-7855. Give them a call today if you're worried about something or you just want to have that peace of mind. Stop something before it becomes too big. 615-488-7855 or online at USSTN.com. Last night, 60 Minutes. Marjorie Taylor Greene. It's an interesting conversation. It's kind of what you get. She's on there and talking about all kinds of stuff. Yes, one of those things being affordability and Israel.
Affordability is a real issue.
President says it's not. Says it's a hoax, affordability.
It's one of the top issues, not only in my district, it's across the country.
The affordability of health insurance caused Greene to side with the Democrats during the government shutdown to support extending health care subsidies.
Did you ever imagine that you would be standing with the Democrats on the Epstein files and on health care subsidies?
No, I never imagined that.
She's not afraid to be an outlier. She's the only Republican member of Congress to call the war in Gaza a genocide. And
why did you vote against the Anti-Semitism Awareness Act?
Since I've been a member of Congress, we've had several resolutions that constantly denounce anti-Semitism. I've already voted denouncing anti-Semitism many times before. It becomes an exercise that they force on Congress, and I simply got tired of it.
Yeah. That's like one of those things that make you vote for, do you like puppies? It's like, what? Semitism's bad. Racism's bad. Hating people are bad. Okay, can we move on? How about do something for real and not for show? Yes,
now you're asking a little too much.
I am. Well, I'm asking a lot too much. And one of the things that Leslie Stahl said there, Leslie Stahl, awful, about, well, now you're siding with the Democrats. No, you're siding with the American people. That I think we can all agree the health care, which is not, it's health insurance, but the industry itself is screwed. It's blowed up. It's a mess. I think we can all agree with that. Okay, so it's not siding with this or that. It's siding with the fact that it's a giant debacle. The Democrats tried something. There's tons of lobbyists that are giving and giving and giving and continuing to give and give and give to both sides, by the way, because they don't care red or blue. They care about green. Not Marjorie Taylor, who's brown, as Ken reminded us earlier, thanks to Trump. She's brown because everything green turns brown. But that right there, it's about the people. It's about you and I. Again, I don't care about the party. I don't care. The uniform for us is the red, white, and blue. This is who we are. This is what we're about. You guys fix the problems, of which, by the way, you guys absolutely have caused a vast majority of it. Because you're in bed with all these lobbyists. You're in bed all the time talking about all the things that you can do for them and not doing what you should be for the American people. She was also quizzed about being divisive.
Greene has built her reputation on feisty combat and inflammatory insults, like calling President Joe Biden a liar during the 2023 State of the Union. It's been 5 years of almost constant drama.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up. No, ain't nothing.
Hold on. With her adding fuel to the nation's loss of civility. Then, 3 weeks ago, she went on CNN with a surprise, a mea culpa.
And I would like to say humbly, I'm sorry for taking part in the toxic politics.
But it became clear to us that she hasn't entirely lost her appetite for combat.
It's the most toxic political culture, and it's not helping the American people.
But you contributed to that. You were out there pounding, insulting people.
Leslie, you've contributed to it as well with your own program. Yes, you're accusatory, just like you did just then.
I know you're accusing me. But I'm smiling.
You're accusing me.
I am accusing you.
But we don't have to accuse one another.
I want you to respond to what you have done in terms of insulting people, yelling at people, and then saying...
I'd like for you to respond for that.
I don't...
No, you can respond to that.
I don't insult people.
You do in the way you question, and you're accusing me right now.
Yeah, because you were divisive. You built a brand being awful. You built a brand saying stuff that was ridiculous. That the Jewish space lasers caused the fire in Maui. Do you remember that, Bill?
Yeah, the green ones.
So awesome. You built, you're as divisive as anybody, and you recognize, okay, that's not good. Why? Because you wanted to raise a brand, and you did that. You wanted to raise your name. You wanted to be a celebrity. You wanted everybody to know who you were, and it was more important to have 3 million followers that represent 300,000 people in Georgia. It was more important to be on all the shows, and now you're stepping back on, you know what? This wasn't the right thing to do. This wasn't. And yeah, Leslie Stahl, no offense to you media, but last week when we were going over the as they go, who's got good scores when it comes to the polls? You know, Trump, Congress, Democrat, and then when you got to underneath all of them, right, it was gonorrhea, then it was the Democrat, then it was the media. So you aren't helping yourself either. You've been very divisive. The way that you look, those first few years with Trump and not his run up, because remember, Trump got all the love in the world from the media because they loved the fact that he was a machine that brought them viewers. He was must-see TV. He was. So you guys piggybacked all over that. Then you realized, oh, he might win. And you didn't want that. So we went from must-see TV to, well, this guy's evil. And you absolutely capitalized on that. So let's not pretend you didn't. We moved from there, though, to MAGA, which I found interesting.
Is there no value in having the United States Congress reaffirm the fact that they denounce anti-Semitism in the face of a growing issue, a growing problem?
We don't have to get on our knees and say it over and over again when we
Get on our knees?
Yes, we do not have to get on our knees.
Well, most members of Congress disagree with you.
Well, most members of Congress take donations from AIPAC, and I don't.
AIPAC is an American pro-Israel lobbying group. Green's perspective indicates a growing rift within MAGA over support for Israel.
Are you MAGA?
I am America First.
And that's not the same as MAGA.
MAGA is President Trump's phrase. That's his political policies. I call myself America First.
But you're not saying you're MAGA.
I'm America First. Yep.
I'm America First. Like I say, I don't care which party is going to do the best for the American people. I care about America first. Americans first. You and I. You guys all seem to have, some of you have a problem with me because you're negative, you're this, that, and the other. No, what I am is I care about us, right? Every one of you I meet out there, some of you are mad at me. Next thing you know, we talk, we realize we have so much in common. And I care, I genuinely care about us turning things around, getting ourselves into a situation where we've got people that we send to D.C. that do the right thing, not because the lobbyist told them so, not because the party wants them to, but because it's the right thing to do for the American. It's not going to be perfect. Okay? It's not. But this right here, what we have, it isn't working the way it should be. And you should be skeptical. You should be pissed and angry at what we're getting. You should be. You know, today they're talking, SCOTUS is hearing a case about Trump and his powers and whatnot. And all, not just his, all president's powers. And it sounds like they may side with him. But what don't you have? You don't have the Democrats or Republicans when they've always had their chances to do anything, whether it is solidify the subsidies for 3 years, right? Fix immigration. You never have them doing the things they're supposed to. They cede power now. Let the mighty pen and executive orders be that thing. That's not the way we were set up. It's not. We need better people. And I don't feel like we're getting a good shake. I feel like we're getting a bunch of people that go there and get treated like a NASCAR, where they get all of the stuff. They should have to come up in the NASCAR or Formula One outfits, right? Their leathers and everything, so we could see who's bought and paid for them.
God bless you, President Trump.
Almost overnight, she's gone from a close Trump friend to foe, one of the few Republicans willing to take him on.
I'm going to ask you about this almost solid support he has among Republicans in Congress. Is there in that support fear? Does the support come about because they're afraid that they'll get death threats?
I think they're terrified to step out of line and get a nasty Truth Social post on them. Yes.
And they're watching what happened to you?
Yes.
Behind the scenes, do they talk differently?
Yes.
How?
Oh, it would shock people.
Well, let's shock people.
Okay. I watched many of my colleagues go from making fun of him, making fun of how he talks, making fun of me constantly for supporting him, to when he won the primary in 2024, they all started, excuse my language, Leslie, kissing his ass and decided to put on a MAGA hat for the first time.
And there are a lot of them. There were. And by the way, I get text messages from congresspeople and a couple senators, and the things they've said, some of them recently, have not been too kind. And they're worried because this is also their job. This is. And yeah, the fact that she stood up, I mean, I give her, she could easily, you know what? She stood up, and because of that, she's the Chad Fan of the Week. We're going to give her a crotch bot. A Make America crotch again. Maca. Make us some mac and cheese.
In your crotch.
Crotch pocket. But yeah, there's a lot of them out there. How many of them turned on Trump long before he became president? I mean, Pete, there's a bunch of stuff coming about Hegseth today and the stuff that he said about him. J.D. Vance. But they are terrified of him. They're terrified of what might come. But I don't care about any of that. To me, that's high school stuff. I want to know, what are you doing for the people? What are you doing for the people that's bettering the people's lives? Because you put your fingers in everything and you've made everything a mess. And you don't want to clean it up. And that's the issue. You know what? The government, it should have been like kids, like back in the old days, right? They should be seen but not heard. We should know they're there, the federal government, but the state should have a bigger, a bigger play in our life. And your county and your city. Federal government should have this kind of play in our life, but they do, because they've put themselves into everything they possibly can. Regulated, overregulated, screwed with, sold out to, which is a big one. Somebody texted earlier, said they're a lobbyist, but they're not all bad. Not all lobbyists are bad, but the reality is I would rather have no lobbyist than, in theory, a couple good ones, because eventually the money, the power, it gets there. And you see what happens. Let me know what you think. You can text the program. Love hearing from all of you. I got some dating tips coming up. Is it cuffing season? Is that what they call this now? Cuffing season? We'll talk a bit about that. If you don't know what cuffing season is. And maybe if you guys are lucky, we'll play the crotch pot thing again. Crotch pot. So awesome.
I already podcast that, just so people know.
So awesome. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. Hey, kids. Let me talk about Birch Gold right now. Something for you. Free silver when you spend $5,000 with Birch Gold. Birch Gold has an amazing deal going on because we know, as we talk about, some of these politicians, they should get coal in their stocking. You could get silver thanks to Birch Gold. Why gold? First of all, diversification is key. See what's going on out there. Things are not going so great in some areas, especially with the issues that we're having globally. And then you got to think about some of the other stuff too, including inflation, interest rates. We go on and on. That's why gold and silver. Opportunity with Birch Gold right now to get that free silver. But first, find out what they can do to help you. Okay? So you text them the word Benson to 989898 now. They'll get you out the info kit, let you take a look at what they're all about, show you how you can move a 401k or an IRA that you already have over to a tax-sheltered IRA backed by gold with Birch. They're A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, and they're just really good people, and they know exactly what they're doing. Find out how you can diversify and whether or not you qualify for the free silver. The offer ends the 22nd of this month. Text the word Benson now to 989898. That's 989898 with the word Benson for Birch Gold.
Hey, this is Pastor Allen. Join us on Super Talk 99.7, Sunday evenings from 7 to 8. We're going to look at the news from a biblical perspective.
President Trump just announced an aid package for American farmers. We'll give you that story and more coming up at 2 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Da-na-na-na-na-na. Cuffing season, that's what they call it. It's for people who look for relationships around the holiday season. Are you into cuffing season? That sounds like something different. Sounds like something that should be on the internet that's dangerous. But it is typically defined of the time of year when single people actively search for a short-term romantic partners to spend the holidays with from now until like March, right? You know, because you're indoors a lot, it's cold. But once it starts to warm up again, you dump that person.
See ya.
See ya. Don't need ya. So bizarre, right?
Just unplug it and put her back in the closet.
There you go. That's coming. You know it. Although you're not going to get rid of that one. You kidding me? She's great.
Yeah, you just put her in the closet.
Charge her back up. See you in a little while. Yeah. See you in a little bit, darling. Mine comes heated. Oh, my God.
That'll be subscription based.
Yeah. You know what? You know that's coming too. The doll is free, but how much does it cost for all the stuff?
That's in our silver package.
Silver bells. Orange flags you should watch out for. Ghost lighting. That's a new one. So ghost lighting combines ghosting, vanishing without explanation, with gaslighting, making you question to reality. It happens when a love interest disappears for days or weeks without explanation, then returns as if nothing is amiss. Oh, my Lord.
Where have you been? I was in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, I told you I was going to be gone for a couple weeks. Deep avoidance.
I told you I was going to be gone for a couple of months.
Yeah, that's right. I was, part of the stuff with the ninjas. I did ninja things.
I was working overseas.
That's right. I can't tell you. Super secret. Deep avoidance. It's one of the new things, right? One woman talks about the essentially the surface is good, but you're not getting past. There's nothing underneath the surface. And deflection. Your date appears to pepper you with questions. You find yourself talking for hours about every subject, your family, your past relationship details, but they tell you nothing. And situationships, something else. If you're in a situationship, your partner will be keeping things vague, not because they want you out, right? But their fear being in. So they like the situation, but they're not in love or they're scared or whatever.
Who was that guy? He was just a friend.
Yeah, we've been dating for 3 months. Well, it's a different kind of friendship. It's a situationship. So thinking that the situationship is you and I are in this situation because of that, we should have a relationship, but is it only because of this situation we find ourselves? So you're out in the middle of the woods. Everybody's disappeared. There's only 2 of you left on Earth. That would be a situationship.
Blue Lagoon.
Blue Lagoon. Right? That's a perfect situationship. I like that. That is very much a perfect, because there was just those 2 on an island. Not much else going on, right? There's no, I'm done with you. Nope, this is it. You're stuck with me, so let's just deal with it.
All right, kind of like Naked and Afraid episodes.
That's exactly it. He gets it. Do you get it? Coming up. Chad Mark, tell you guys how to audition. Tell you a little bit about the premise of the movie / radio program / awesome show that we're going to do for you. It's all coming up. Hour number 3, Chad Benz Show. Super Talk 997.
2 o'clock on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Drivers still showing a crash blocking the right shoulder. This is going to be 40 eastbound right before Kingston Springs, Ashland City, exit 188. Traffic starts slowing down around the Williamson-Cheatham County line there. Full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. Well, President Trump just announced an aid package for American farmers. U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins.
Today, we are going to be effectuating an $11 billion bridge payment to our farmers. The money will move by February 28th of 2026.
Most of that money to go to row crop producers like soybean and corn farmers. Applications are open now with payments expected, as you just heard, early next year. Health officials are warning Williamson and Murray County residents in Middle Tennessee about a rise in histoplasmosis cases. The illness is caused by inhaling fungal spores, often during construction or land clearing, and it can lead to serious lung infections, especially in those with weakened immune systems. Doctors recommend prompt testing for anyone with unexplained respiratory symptoms. And a Murfreesboro nurse is behind bars after police say he assaulted a patient while on duty. 25-year-old Tyler Butcher was arrested Friday and charged with sexual battery, kidnapping, and other offenses. The incident reportedly happened at Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford Hospital. U.S. Supreme Court busy today as we hear from ABC News. National correspondent Stephen Portnoy.
The case has the administration asking the court to overturn a 90-year-old ruling that a president can't fire a member of the Federal Trade Commission without cause. That 1935 case was called Humphrey's Executor, and Chief Justice John Roberts says it's been weakened by more recent decisions.
Humphrey's Executor is just a dried husk of whatever people used to think it was.
The court's conservative majority seemed inclined to give Trump a win, but the liberals warned of the consequences. Justice Elena Kagan.
The president is going to have massive, unchecked, uncontrolled power.
Stephen Portnoy, ABC News, Washington.
There is a hostile takeover bid that impacts our entertainment choices. Paramount taking on Netflix in its bid to buy Warner Brothers and says it can make a better offer. But Warner Brothers is standing behind the Netflix deal, as we hear from Alex Stone, who's reporting from L.A.
In quite the Hollywood bidding war, Paramount is saying not so fast to Netflix's almost $28 a share deal to buy Warner Brothers, saying it will do $30 a share, but its deal would also include HBO Max, CNN, and film production that Netflix would not take in its offer. Paramount CEO David Ellison saying his company never got a response to its offer last week. They claim they have the superior deal and should win Warner Brothers. Today, Warner Brothers board saying it has a new offer from Paramount, but it's still recommending shareholders approve the Netflix deal. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
It's the Chad Benson Show
on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Yeah. Coming up this hour, our Chad Mark. Pretty excited about it. Got the thing ready to roll. So we're going to tell you guys how you audition.
You know, Matt fancies himself an actor. Maybe we should get him
Matt is
involved.
very actory.
Yeah. He went to school for it.
Is that what he went to school for?
Yeah.
I don't know about that, fellas.
You're not that guy. That guy right there is winning one of those Hallmark Emmys. A Hemi. Oh, my Lord. I watched so many of those shows. The amount of shows that I even today I'm looking, I'm going, I think maybe I'm watching too many of these. And then I'm thinking, no, you can never watch too many. And, man, they're getting better and better. They're getting bigger and bigger stars. And yes, our goal is to eventually, Ken and I are going to play. So Bell's going to be the guy that works at the Tree Lot, and Ken and I are going to play the wacky DJs at Peppermint FM.
Yes, Peppermint FM. We're in a nice little, quaint little corner shop.
And I'll just be complaining all day long because the trees are killing my allergies.
That's right. Oh, man. It doesn't matter, though. He's going to be rocking and rolling, and I'm excited. We're all here for it, as young Chris would say. Speaking of here for it, tomorrow we're going to be at the Toy Field. Ken's going to be out there. I'm going to be out there. Hand out there. Dan out there. Matt, the actor, the thespian. He'll be out there. And myself, we're going to be out there. So if you guys cruise by, all right, between gates 8 and 9, Nissan Stadium until 6 p.m., we'll be out there all day long. Brought to you by our good friends at A.O. Smith and Wayne's Pest Control. It's the 18th annual Toy Field Toy Drive. And come on out. If you've got a toy, got something, right? So if you're out shopping or you just want to cruise by and yell at us, pick up something, right? And cruise on by. It's a new unwrapped toy for a gift for either a senior or a child. So if you have a chance, bring it out to Toy Field tomorrow. We look forward to seeing you guys out there. Are you pumped to be out there? What are you wearing tomorrow, Ken?
A shirt.
That's it?
Yeah, I'll probably, I don't know, man. I don't know what the setup's going to be like out there, but I'll be prepared for the somewhat chilly temperatures.
Yeah, it's going to be chilly out there. It's going to be chilly.
Let's see here.
Yeah, what are we looking at here?
What are we looking at tomorrow here, boys? Yeah, check the forecast there, Weaver.
Yeah, okay. The weather was hard.
High of 51 degrees tomorrow, becoming sunny.
Oh.
So not too bad.
Okay.
I can deal with that.
Wind? We getting any wind or anything?
I don't know about wind.
Oh, man, the wind. The wind, that gets you right there. That gets you right in the grundle, I'll tell you that right now.
Southwest wind, 5 to 15 miles per hour. Gusts as high as 20.
Ooh. Gonna be chilly, though. Don't you worry, though, because my outfit tomorrow, you're going to be like, oh, yeah. You guys, this is going to be nice. I got a lot of outfits for the holidays. Wait till you see what I dress up for Arbor Day.
A chainsaw?
Yeah, totally. Because I hate the environment. If I hated the environment, guys, right? If you're like, Chad, do you really hate the environment? I'm like, no. Because you're probably thinking, if you hated the environment, then why would I be so excited about the crotch pot?
Have you ever made lunch with your crotch? Yes, you heard that right. Because today we are. Let's make lunch with the crotch pot. Diddling, diddling, diddling. It's a backpacking tool that you hook on to your belt, put your lunch in, shove it down your pants, but use your body heat while you're hiking. So when you get to your destination, you've got your lunch ready to go. Compliments of your crotch heat. Lunch is going to be fun today. Well, the crotch pot be crotching. Actually not that uncomfortable. Is that your crotch pot? Or are you excited to see me? We're going to take this thing out and have some lunch. I feel like I'm doing something dirty. The noodles feels like they are cooked, but how cooked, how warm are they? Noodles from my crotch. Let's see. Not cold. They're not hot. They're just lukewarm. Is lukewarm noodles kind of my new favorite thing? Crotch pot verdict? Yeah. I think I'll use it not in my crotch. I feel like you could cold soak on the outside of your bag. So that's my verdict. Yeah, I'm here for it.
She's there for it. That's a crotch pot, okay? Now you're thinking, Chad, that can't be real, because I want to bring this up again. It is real, okay? Gossamer Gear. Gossamer Gear. You go to Gossamer Gear, and you can buy the crotch pot. It's the ultimate fuel-less, ultralight backpacking stove for your grundle. It's climate change friendly, because we want that, because it has zero carbon monoxide hazard. It is constructed out of ultralight Tyvek materials and attaches to your pants as long as you got a belt loop. And this camp stove is designed to accept a quarter size. So quart size, like Ziploc bag, right? So your dinner contents, they're sanitary. Let me ask you a question, okay? Why wouldn't they be? What, are you going to put a piece of meat down there? Without anything? No, you're not. We've got some great reviews here, too, on the Crotch Pot, for those of you not keeping score. Martin K. says, and I quote, Crotch Pot is hot to trot. I swear that's what it says. Taryn says, gave us gifts, universally enjoyed. This is... People bought this. What else do they sell? What other wacky stuff do these people sell? Crotch Pot. Oh, I wonder how many of these they sell a year. We got to start giving some of these things out. Now you go look at their other stuff. They got like walking poles for like $200, ultralight backpacks.
You know, I get a sense that these would be good for like a hike, but not necessarily camping. Because if you're out camping and you're probably going, 2, 3, 4 days without a shower, I wouldn't want to be putting that down my pants.
Man, that'd be some stank stew. Whew. Well, you guys see what my nuts got me up with tonight. It's a Michelin star. Hey, here's the thing, though. You think that, but like a lot of these, when you read some of these things, they're like -5 degrees. They're out like really hiking. They're out in the middle of godforsaken nowhere when it's usually cold. And so that's one of those things where you're probably not going to carry a stove. You're carrying light stuff with you. And because apparently that's fun. That's the other thing is I'm listening to this. My entire time I'm listening to this, I'm thinking to myself, why would you do this? I'm with Belle. If you're going to go camping, aren't you going to go camping and like bring your stuff? You're going to have a stove. Like you're hiking. These are for hikers, not camping.
You take the family out and you're making the kids breakfast and dad's like, here, eat this.
What is that?
You
A
came
turtle.
from them, so you might as well let them feed you dinner.
I found a turtle, kids.
And Ken shot it.
It's kind of bizarre. But these are for people who are like really, you're spending $500 on a backpack. You got that stuff that you can sleep in where it's minus, 4,800 degrees. It's like that's not us, people. We're not. Our camping is like, hey, we had a yurt.
Yeah, this might be for those people who actually sleep on the side of cliffs.
Yes, I've seen those people. Yes. Somebody said, I'm buying one of these for my wife. She'll be thrilled. You're right, though, Ken.
No excuse for her not to cook now.
Yeah, no doubt, lady. Hey, honey, we're going for a long walk. Why don't you throw some stew in your crotch? See if you could. Hey, does it bake? It never told us if it bakes.
Perfect cookies.
That's baked butt.
Baked butt.
But you're right, Ken. These are the people that sleep on the side of the mountain.
I've known a few of those
Yeah.
folks, man. They're wired different.
They are.
Ooh, they are wired differently.
I mean, good for you that you want to do that. I mean, it's never been my jam. That's never been my, it's like, I've never, like, I don't mind walking out, like, at the Grand Canyon and looking down in the, or even in New York and stuff, in Chicago, where you can walk out over those glass, platforms. I have no problem with that. But do I want to sleep on the side of a building? No.
For some reason, I have zero issues flying, but I can look at a picture of something high up and my palms will start sweating.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only way I would ever, and there's probably no way I would ever be on the edge of a cliff, but if I ever was and I wanted to look over the edge of the cliff, I would slide up to it on my stomach.
Really?
And
That's
just
exactly
look
what
over.
I was thinking.
Because there's no way I'm standing at the edge. No way. Can't do it.
Yeah. Isn't it weird that we have so many places where you can just walk straight to the edge?
Yes.
Knowing people are stupid, knowing people have phones and that they want to get that great shot.
Yeah. These are the people that go beyond the warning signs. Oh, that won't happen to me. Oh!
And the fact that we have warning signs. Look, if you fall, there's no coming back. There's none. You're dead. Just want to point that out to you.
You better hope you are.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't want to be
survive
pieces.
that fall, man.
You don't want
It's
to
the
be
same kind of
pieces.
person that wants a selfie with a shark.
Those are my favorite people. You guys know who you are. You know who you are. So that's the crotch pot, and don't go camping. Like hiking. That's the hiking. I just don't do the hiking. I don't get the hiking. And there's a difference between going for a hike up a mountain, but people are like, I'm going to go backpacking for like 8 weeks in the Appalachian Mountains. I'm like, sure you are. You're going to Colombia because you got a girlfriend. You don't want to tell your wife.
Nobody backpacks in the Appalachians unless they're looking for Bigfoot.
Or they're running from a warrant. It's also one of the rare birds to have in Appalachia, the warrant running bird. But, those people that do that stuff, this is a perfect thing to take to Everest. When you're making that trip up and you get up there and you're like, you know what I'd like to have now that I've got all the way to Everest, right? You guys know what I want?
A divorce.
I want some ball ramen.
Some ball ramen.
Oh, God, Chad. Just letting you guys know that right there. The chaos and craziness of the world we live in. This is $19.99 for that. But if you want to put it on layaway or make payments to it, you guys have nothing to worry about. It's only $34. I can't believe that it's $34. That's just insane. Breaking news, people. One of our favorites.
In stepping down, Alina Habba says she aims to protect the stability and integrity of the U.S. Attorney's Office in New Jersey. A panel of the Third Circuit Appeals Court ruled against her interim appointment. Attorney General Pam Bondi says Habba will continue on in the Justice Department as a senior advisor. And Bondi says the department will keep challenging the ruling against Habba's appointment, saying that she would return to lead the U.S. Attorney's Office if the administration's argument prevails in court.
Yeah, I don't think that should happen. She did not do it. Look, God bless her, and I wish her all the best. You guys remember, she was the one. She's got no trial. She's not a trial attorney, right? She worked in real estate. She's smart, but this isn't her thing, and they appointed her, and that was not a good thing. Yes.
It's like pulling somebody out of a patent law firm and saying you're up.
Hey, you ever tried anything before? What? I've never even been to court. Well, you're about to.
I never try. I just do.
Oh, I don't know about this, fellas. That was pretty spectacular.
Hey, fellas, this way.
God, every time. That's why he's a method actor. You're a method actor. But that was not a good thing. And you remember that? They put her out there and everybody resigned. Nobody would go with her to file the paperwork against Comey and James. And when she did file the paperwork, it was awful. It was so bad.
Yeah, she totally screwed it up, didn't she?
She did. Yeah. She did. It was not, but I don't blame her. I blame people who put her in that position that she should never have been in and forcing her to do something that wasn't going to win and then making her look like a fool.
They should have been 100% aware of her qualifications and known that she was not qualified to be putting together a trial.
Yeah, that they weren't going to even get to. And then you lied to the court. You're like, of course they've seen it. And then you went back and you're like, oh, you fixed it and tried to handle it. You put people in the right positions to succeed, measure twice, cut once, watch what happens. This, I feel bad for her because this was not her jam. Like you said, it's like putting a patent attorney in front of, trying a murder trial. This was not a smart thing. And if you know anything about patent attorneys, they like to be patent attorneys because you don't deal with anybody. They're in a room by themselves.
They're the introverted lawyers.
Yes, they are. All right, coming up, we're getting close to it. The Chad Mark auditions. We're going to tell you how to audition. We're going to tell you where we're going to put it up. And get ready for it because we're doing our full Hallmark fun Chad Mark super radio special. And it's a long special, too. It's not like 2 minutes. This one's going to be, we're going to put some mustard on this bad dog. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. All right, guys, let me tell you something. Relief Factor is awesome. It is. It's incredible. I use it every single day. Now, what is it? It costs less than a cup of coffee a day. You can take it every single day. It's not addictive. It has things like omega-3 fatty acids and resveratrol and a bunch of stuff in there that is incredible, that helps with your inflammation, the aches and pains, especially in your muscles and joints. I played a ton of pickleball this weekend and worked out a bunch. And let me tell you something, I feel amazing. Tons of energy. My body's not sore. The recovery time is so fast. And as you get older, we all know we struggle a little bit, right? We do. Especially with the muscles. We overexert ourselves and then we're like, ugh. It's the recovery that kicks our butt. Now, with Relief Factor, you're going to watch. It's going to change big time. This is what I want you to do. Go to relieffactor.com, relieffactor.com. 3-week quick start, $19.95. That's less than a cup of coffee a day. I swear by this stuff. I said my buddy, he's got a bad back. He went bowling, right? Talk about getting older. And he's like, dude, I can barely move my back. You watch. I'm going to tell you, he's got it, and he's taking it. And the next day or two, I might have him come on and go, dude, it feels amazing. It is incredible what it'll do for you. Less than a cup of coffee, $19.95, 3-week quick start, relieffactor.com. Call 1-800-4RELIEF, 1-800-4RELIEF for Relief Factor.
A $12 billion aid package announced for American farmers. We've got that story and more coming up at 2:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Well, a lot of people want the link for the crotch pot. Text the program, and I'll give you the link for the crotch pot. Tell them Chad sent you. Hey, this guy's talking about the crotch pot. Yes, I am. There's the link for you guys if you want to know. Somebody's like, I'm going to get it for my wife. She'll be thrilled. Honey, I really thought this year of what to get you. And I know you got some issues going on. And I think this will really help both of our problems. You can cook dinner and yell at me. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my God. A lot of you guys also not thrilled by the height thing. I could see that. I get it. I don't. It's weird. Like, I know a lot of people. Same thing with planes, right? Like they're in planes, they're fine, but the looking over a side with nothing or closely, like Ken's gonna go.
There's something about looking out the window that makes it feel like a painting. It makes it feel like it's a screen.
It doesn't look real.
Yeah. But when you're not in a tube and you're not looking out a window, it feels way, 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 way too real.
Yeah. And fear of flying and fear of heights, those are two of the most terrifying things. The flying thing it's never fear of flying. Let's be real. It's fear of crashing.
It's like jumping off of a building. The fall doesn't hurt you at all. It's that sudden stop.
It's the sudden stop that does. It's the fear of crashing. I get that. And it's also you have no control. You don't understand an airplane. No matter what people say, remember that? Like, was it 7 in 10 men think they could fight a bear and fly an airplane? Which you can't. And I just want to be up at the front. I want to be the first one that hits the wall. So, that's the issue right there that you have when it comes to the flying. The height thing, though, is, everybody's got a fear of something usually, right? Like, what's your fear is heights? Is it just the heights? Like, is there a height that you're okay with?
If you start getting above, I don't know, I want to say maybe 10 feet, I start stressing out, and the higher I go, the more stressed I get.
Roof of a house.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Ken. Yeah, about the roof of a house.
Yeah. You know what it is for me? I don't care about heights. It's the getting down. I suck at getting on a ladder.
Oh, yeah, that's always been a pain in the ass.
I'm horrible at getting on a ladder. I'd just rather jump off the roof and take my chances.
I watch all these roofers who go up and down these ladders like it's no big deal. And I'm going, I would have knocked that thing over and split my head open.
Yeah, I suck at that. Like, I got zero. I'm not a big fan. I don't care. I suck at the ladder thing.
Yeah.
Once I'm on the first step and I'm okay, but man, I always feel like I'm going to tip over. I'm falling off. And you think about it, heights, how many people a year, we always talk about sharks and all this stuff. How many people a year die from falling off a ladder? Just something small. Like, they're up there just on one of those tiny step ladders too. And they fall and they hit their head. But that's not really heights. But the ladder thing, ooh, that's dangerous, kids. That's dangerous. Oh, baby, is it dangerous. Don't do it. Don't do it. So
about 300 people a year.
From ladders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 161 of those are in the workplace usually.
Yeah, and it only takes your head, those kind of falls, and especially as you get older. That's why they say the best thing for getting older is working out hard, but in short spurts, lifting weights and flexibility. Because the better you can balance and the stronger you are, the longer you're going to live. And having a good, positive attitude.
Yeah, I can appreciate that, but it's going to get in the way of my lying around time.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? What did you say? How did Bell die? Fell off the couch.
Rolled off the couch.
Rolled off the couch. We couldn't save him. It was too far.
His face right into the carpet. The CDC actually has a National Ladder Safety Month page.
Oh, a safety month?
Yes.
I bet.
Wow, a whole month. That's pretty good. Is it in June?
It looks like it's March.
March, okay. It's in March. All right, coming up. Chad Mark. We've got it. We're going to talk a bit about it, how you can audition for it, give you just a smidge of what this is all about. We'll do that straight ahead. Chad Benson, Super Talk 997.
2:30 on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Just picked up a crash over on the East Loop going eastbound right there at Shelby Avenue. Metro Police reporting. Full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. President Trump just announced a $12 billion aid package for American farmers. U.S. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins says $11 billion will go to row crop farmers through a Department of Agriculture program. The remainder to go to other crop farmers.
The money will move by February 28th of 2026.
Applications now open with payments expected, as you heard, early next year. Right now in Tennessee, a health advisory is in effect for Williamson and Murray counties due to a spike in histoplasmosis infections. This fungus spreads through airborne spores from contaminated soil, not person to person. Construction is a main culprit. Common symptoms include fever, headache, and breathing problems. The state urging caution during outdoor work and immediate medical attention for symptoms. A Murfreesboro nurse is behind bars after police say he assaulted a patient while on duty. 25-year-old Tyler Butcher was arrested Friday and charged with sexual battery, kidnapping, and other offenses. The incident reportedly happened at Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford Hospital. And experts say the cold and darkness of winter can have a profound effect on the mental well-being of people, especially in those in the northern states. It's called seasonal affective disorder, and ABC's Jim Ryan says those most susceptible to it have some interesting antidotes.
Mental health experts north of the Arctic Circle recommend winterbading, the Scandinavian practice of bathing in icy waters, as a cure for seasonal depression. At the other extreme is hygge, spelled Hygge, which roughly translates to cuddling or being close and cozy with someone, either physically or emotionally.
That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
Cloud cover Wednesday, Thursday, into Friday. Maybe an isolated rain shower. Wednesday, we're in the 50s, but back in the 40s come Thursday and Friday.
Painisbad.com, painisbad.com, 615-246-5009. Why do you need to make sure you have those on hand? Because they've got something amazing for you at the Wellness Institute in Nashville. $12, comprehensive exam, x-rays if needed, and they're going to explain their diagnosis, first treatment. Who are they? Dr. Mitchell, Dr. Ashley, who are incredible. Let me tell you something. You're going to first ask yourself, why didn't you come there? First. Secondly, you're going to say, all right, so no surgery? No. If you need surgery, they're going to tell you that. No spinal injections, no painkillers. Back and neck pain, sciatic, slipped and bulging disc, herniated disc, spinal stenosis, numbness, weakness, arms, legs, fingers, toes. They can help you. You may have thought, I can't get past this. You can. All right. You want to start a pain-free life? They can help you. The Wellness Institute, they're who I go to. They're who I use. So what are you waiting for? Call them today. Don't go any longer with all that pain. Take advantage of the $12 comprehensive exam special, x-rays if needed, explain the diagnosis, all of that amazing stuff, their technology in their brains. Dr. Mitchell, Dr. Ashley, take care of you. 615-246-5009, 615-246-5009, or online at painisbad.com.
You can catch the Dr. Friday Call-In Show live every Saturday afternoon from 2 to 3 p.m. right here on 99.7 WTN.
Omaha Steaks. How about this? Give the gift that sizzle all the way to you and your tummy, your belly with Omaha Steaks. Right now, they have the Sizzle All the Way sale. 50% off site-wide when you go to omahasteaks.com. Now, check this out. Just for my listeners, that's you guys saving big as well. When you check out, use my code Benson. $35 off right there. We're talking about the best in steaks, burgers, seafood. Yes, pork chops, the ones I love. Chicken breast. This weekend, my wife made amazing tacos. She took the burger meat and she cut it up, and it was incredible. I love you, honey, but I think the burgers had a lot to do with that. Omaha Steaks, America's original butcher since 1917. And check this out. Backed by their 100% bite-for-bite guarantee. You're not satisfied, send it back. So do you want to win the holidays? Of course you do. Save big, gourmet gifts, and more. Holiday season. Go to omahasteaks.com. 50% off site-wide during their Sizzle All the Way sale. And an extra $35 off when you use promo code Benson at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. That's omahasteaks.com. Code Benson. Ho, ho, ho. So, we're going to do the Chad Mark holiday season. Ken and I are obsessed with the phenomenal holiday movies. We're going to star in them. We know it. It's coming soon. So is Bell, even though we found out that he has allergies to Christmas trees.
Aren't you writing your own movie? We've
got it. We've got it ready. It's a play. It's going to be a radio play. Old style radio play. Okay? And so it's a working title right now. Okay? We had to have a working title. Okay? So we were sitting around trying to figure out what it's going to be. But, you know.
What are you working with right now? What's
very merry maybe. Oh! It's very merry maybe.
Somebody proposes at Christmas time.
Would that happen? I know we only met 2 days ago, but you know what? What are you thinking?
It's Christmas and I love you.
That's right. It's
Look,
cuffing
there's
season.
Santa Claus.
I need an answer by tonight. Do you want to marry me? I'm Santa Claus's nephew. Now, narrator, Holly Winters, single mom, early Thursday, nice but frazzled. Right? Right? Okay.
Definitely,
Emma,
if it's a single mom.
well, of course, right? You got to have one of those. Single mom or single dad. And by the way, it's never a divorce. They never talk about what happened to the spouse. He got eaten by crocodiles.
Tragic death.
Santa Claus came in our house one night, rogue, tore him apart. Emma, that's Holly's 8-year-old daughter. Precocious, but a Christmas fanatic. Nick Kringle, handsome, mysterious, very hallmarky. Mrs. Claus.
Nick Kringle.
Does he have a beard?
What do you
Mustache?
think? What do you think, man?
Really into red?
Maybe. But that's Chris. Nick may be the nephew. I'm playing the whole thing here, guys. You getting ready for Mrs. Claus, warm but intense mother-in-law to be. Maybe the son. Mayor Tinsel, over-enthusiastic mayor. And then we've got tons of Tinseltown people with various voices and roles ready to roll.
Mayor Tinsel.
What's wrong with Tinseltown? It might be Peppermint Village. We don't know. These are all working titles.
Yeah, there's got to be at least one heated city council meeting in Peppermint
absolutely.
Town. And
There
it's
is.
it'll have to do with hot cocoa and peppermint sticks.
That's right. Which one's better? They're over here saying hot cocoa is better with marshmallows. Over here, they think it's better with crack.
And there'll be protesters carrying signs.
That's right. And whipped cream. I like my cocoa with whipped cream. I don't like marshmallows.
I like my crack with powdered sugar.
As you do. Some people do. So we're going to post this. Okay. And I'm going to put up some of the lines. So if you want to, now when you text, you can text, okay, the line and you can leave a voicemail. You don't have to leave anything. You don't have to come unless you got a great microphone at home and you want to go into it. You can totally do that. Fruitcake Village. I like that. Fruitcake Village. That's a good one. But no. Tinseltown is what we're going with so far. What would you like to call it, Bell?
Actually, I kind of like Fruitcake Village because it could be a Christmas tradition food, or it could be the neighbors.
There's Bell ruining everything. So now, when you go, you can actually audition online. Like I said, you don't need anything crazy. You can do it with your phone. And we're going to post it on mine, and I'm going to tell them, I'm going to send it to Bell, make sure that he has it post on our Twitter and everything else, YouTube and all that stuff, wherever you guys can go. So you can follow me at Chad Benson Show, or the same thing with the WTN app. Because first of all, the reason I love these things, and I think King it's fun, but there's no hate, there's no anger. Of course they're ridiculous. That's why the formula works. Because it's ridiculous. Because it's fun. And we're going to make it fun. So be prepared. So, jingle till January. I like that.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one. That says Larry right there. Somebody says, I want the lead. Oh, do you now? Do you want the lead? Everybody wants the lead to be Nick Kringle, the heir apparent. Isn't that great? But it's just, again, it's so ridiculous. All of it is ridiculous and fun. And that's what I love about it. It is ridiculous and fun. And we should be able to have fun with this time of year. Okay? So I'm going to post it on Facebook. And it is all about just see a part or two. You want to audition. You can text it. Bell, tell everybody where they text.
615-737-9986.
There you go. Okay. Like, here's some of the lines, right? Are you ready for this one? The wind howling. Festival in chaos. Because you never know. Krampus may show up. Might devolve into a horror movie.
Yeah.
At least for one scene.
And then you have the narrator. But then, the unthinkable. Oh, I'm just giving you. Holly overheard Nick telling Mrs. Claus he wasn't sure if... I can't give you any more. Can't give you guys any more. Okay? Just want to give you guys a touch, a taste.
You mean there's no milk in this hot cocoa?
Oh, Ken, your voice resonates. It's magic, my friend. It's magic. Here's something for you. The mayor of Tinseltown. Welcome, everyone. It's time for the annual Tinseltown Christmas Festival. This year's theme, love is the reason Santa doesn't quit. It's awesome and terrible. That's the fun. And we're going to have sound effects. We're having the whole 9 yards. Theater of the mind, kids. Theater of the mind. That's what we're going for. So we're going to post some of this. I'm going to send some of it to Bell, and he'll post some of it as well. Tell him everywhere to post it. But just a couple, and there's a lot more to this, and some of it's probably going to be rewritten and stuff. But the whole thing is to pick one or two parts that you want to try out for and go from there. Okay? Okay. Ho, 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 ho. Speaking of that, tomorrow, Ken and I are going to be out, along with everybody else, at the toy field. All right? We're going to be out. And if you're out and about tomorrow and you want to come yell at me, not Ken, feel free to do so. Okay? And in doing so, make sure you bring a toy. Make sure you bring a toy or something for a senior. So this is going to be, and it's the 18th annual Toy Field, sponsored by A.O. Smith and Wayne's Pest Control. And it's the South End Zone Plaza between gates 8 and 9 of Nissan Stadium. Everybody's going to be there. It starts with Dan all the way up through Matt. Chris and I are going to be there, and Ken's going to be there as well. I wonder what the digs are going to look like, Ken, for us.
I don't know. Hopefully warm. But actually, it's not going to be that bad tomorrow if we get to 51.
Yeah.
I can deal with that.
Okay, yeah, I think so. Yeah, because we should be right around that 51.
Wonder what it's going to be when Dan has to be out there, though.
Now, that's going to be chilly. Let's see here. Tonight's low will be 27. So it's not going to go up much during Nashville's first morning news.
Ooh.
Dress warm, Dan.
That is awesome. Dan, brother, I'd double dress warm.
Take your crotch pot.
Take your crotch pot. You might need it.
Make some hot cocoa.
Oh, the hottest cocoa right there. This is good. It's going to be cold outside tomorrow in the morning. Not when we're there. 51. And plus, you and I. Where do you see my outfit, though? Oh, all the stations are going to be out there. But we're the most important one. So bring the toys. Bring something for a senior. Shows people you care. It's a good thing. And again, if you want to come by and yell and go, Chad, I think you're stupid. Here's a toy. I'm good with that. Insult me, give a toy. Not a bad thing, right? I'm posting it right now at Chad Benson Show. Again, these are just a few of the lines there. And you can audition for anything. We're going to decide who gets what later on. But there is the narrator, Emma, Nick. Again, we need quick lines from you guys. Now, these aren't the long lines that are out there. And I'm pumped, man. This is going to be awesome.
Probably have to string them all together for the socials and just have like one long file of everybody's audition.
Yeah. So right now I'm putting it up on the old my Twitter as best that I can. So if you want to audition, I'll tell you go there, and then I'm gonna send some stuff to old our good friend and yours, Bell, and he's gonna post it everywhere because it's a lot of fun. That's what we want. We want fun, right? Because we're going for it's Christmas time tomorrow. We're gonna talk about some horrible songs because there's USA Today had their top 10 worst Christmas songs. I think there's worse songs out there. Some of them absolutely deserve to be there. But we'll break it down. Plus, we got our Hot Take Tuesday, so be ready for that.
Hot Take Tuesday.
Hot freaking Nick Gage. Hot Take Tuesday. Hot Take Tuesday. What was your hot take on the movie that you saw this weekend, Ken? Was it Eddington?
Eddington, New Mexico.
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix plays Sheriff Joe Cross. And Pedro Pascal plays the mayor.
Okay.
And it is apparently a parody of all the insanity during the COVID lockdowns.
Really? I like it.
Parody, but serious, too.
Serious.
Yeah, man. I mean, it just, watching that, I just thought back to all the ridiculous things that went on during those lockdowns.
There was a lot of those insane things that went down. Some of that stuff was, I just remember like the plexiglass, which was so ridiculous.
Yeah.
You guys remember the plexiglass or the arrows on the stores telling you to go only this way, and if you went the other way, somebody would attack you.
Or whenever they did allow sports, the coach taking his mask off to scream in the player's face, and then when he's done, putting the mask back on.
Or the eating, going to a restaurant, right? And then going there, walking to your table with the mask on, taking it off, eating the food, putting it back on to go to the bathroom and check out.
One of the dumbest things ever. And I'm not talking about just during COVID. If you thought that was effective, you're an idiot.
Yeah. Do you remember was it the mayor of LA? He got caught taking pictures without his mask. And he says, oh, don't worry, I was holding my breath in between.
Yeah.
The mask.
That was Newsom.
No, I don't think it was Newsom. I think it was
got busted.
I think it was. Yeah, he's got busted on numerous occasions for stuff because he knew it was a bunch of crap.
Well, I remember Pelosi got caught getting her hair done.
Getting her hair did.
And so did the mayor of Chicago.
All of them. Do as I say, not as I do. Welcome to their world. All right, we'll wrap it up. Matt, straight ahead. Chad Benson, Super Talk 997. Matt's joining the program. We're talking about the fact that we've got one foot in the door and the other one out to Christmas vacation.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is too early to be phoning it in, so we're not doing that. But at the same time, I think the holiday spirit hit me over the weekend, Chad.
Oh, do tell.
You know what I mean? Oh, we went to a couple of great shows. Got invited to the Grand Ole Opry Saturday night, and then we were out at the Fisher.
Playing?
T. Graham Brown was there. Del McCrory was there with his old school bluegrass guy who I absolutely adore. He still got it at like 86 years old. His entire family. Who else was there? There were a couple of newer artists that, I'm an old man, so I don't recognize the newer artist, but got a chance to tour the backstage area of the Grand Ole Opry. Buddy of mine, Kenneth, who plays drums at the Opry, who was not playing that night, had access. So we it's so weird. If you've got backstage access, you can just walk on stage and sit on the pews.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
Nice.
We have they have pews in the back of the stage, and then the show's going on. They just let you walk on stage, sit down, watch the show.
Cool.
It's weird.
Did you jump on stage and play anything?
I did not. I did not want to get arrested.
Well, I know how good. Well, you know what though? You could play, right? I heard that you were an actor.
I was a pretty good actor, but I'm not musically inclined, sadly. Although I'm going to have to learn how to play the piano, I think.
That's right. I hope so.
I do too. But we're not talking about that.
No,
I would jinx it. I won't jinx it.
God, no.
I won't jinx it.
No, but I like
And then last night saw Ricky Skaggs.
All right.
Where'd you see him at?
He was at Fisher Center doing his Christmas concert.
How was that?
It was great. I love that old school stuff. I love bluegrass, but I love the old school stuff. And if y'all have never been to the Fisher Center, have you ever been to the Fisher Center?
No.
Where is it?
It's on the campus of Belmont.
Oh, yeah.
It is nice. Very, very nice. Oh, Bell decided to come back to work.
He did. He unquit.
No, I didn't decide. I was ordered to.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
Yeah, by
Either way,
what? Your
you're
check
here,
account?
So
Checking
just
account?
embrace it. Good God. How much? What's the Fisher Center hold?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know. I would guess 1,000.
It's not bad.
There's tiers, so that's what
Nice
gets
and
me.
intimate?
No, it's got this nice intimate lower orchestra area, but it's very old school. It's got 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 balconies.
Okay.
It's one of those tiered deals.
Nice.
So it's difficult to figure out, but it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous.
What did Ricky do?
Ricky was playing the holiday hits, baby. Started off with "Christmas Time's a Comin'" by Bill Monroe, and just played slung a lot of the hits. His wife is Sharon White, who's a part of the Whites, a famous bluegrass
We don't need to
family.
bring race into this, but whatever.
But
Do what you do.
they come out on stage. That's right. That's right. And no, it's great. It was a great little Christmas show.
That's awesome.
It's fun. It's a
Yeah,
lot
you
of
got to
fun.
sing the hits, man.
And so that has gotten me in the Christmas spirit, which consequently is going to hurt the show.
Because he's now going, I can't wait to get to Christmas and
Right,
have
it's
time
like-
off and enjoy Christmas stuff.
It's like, hey, the Democrats did this. Happy
really-
holidays.
Happy holidays. I don't really care at this point. Nothing's getting fixed, so we might as well enjoy it.
That's right. They're not doing anything, so
No.
why should we bother with
Yeah,
it?
nobody's doing anything. They're both going, you should do so. We should probably go on vacation again. Recess. Go back and talk to our people in the district.
Oh, that's right. The homework.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we
Homework.
got to do a lot of district work.
But yeah, I got to go back. I'm going to probably hold the town hall thing. Maybe might do it on the phone from my house.
Maybe
not.
virtually, Zoom, whatever. Sure. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
But
that.
it's a holiday, so we got some time off.
That thing. But we do have things to talk about. There's an interesting vote that's happening in Colombia that's coming up on what I don't know. I've got some local stuff coming up. So
nice
on the show today. I've got Courtney Johnston coming on to talk about the Nashville. Was the Afton Bain Matt Van Epps vote a signal that Nashville has further gone, politically speaking, left?
Yeah. Or was it just frustration?
Or was it just general? Right. Right. That's the question.
Yeah.
You get the question,
That's
right?
Are we moving to the left? Is it becoming purple?
Or was this a natural?
Or was this just something where people are pissed and frustrated and they send a little bit of a message?
Yeah, right. Just, hey, we don't believe in all of this stuff, but we're just going to do it anyway. Just to.
Yeah. That's
Honestly.
what the Mamdani, you go look at the exit polls. Nobody believes in socialism. They just wanted to change.
Who'd you vote for? Mamdani. You believe in socialism? No, of course not.
But I just want change. I want to disrupt it.
But I'm not voting for Andrew Cuomo.
No. That guy touched a bunch of women and killed a whole bunch of old people. Allegedly. Good God. Coming up, Matt, straight ahead. We're having fun. You guys have a good one.